Shut up and sit down.
I'm fucking finally joined by someone other than just Dirks or Tanner. Tanner too. Johnson. What is good, man?
Not shit, bro. Nothing.
Yeah, I feel it, bro.
Nothing been new with me, bro. Just been chilling.
Same. Work, school, whatever.
Work, school, kids.
I don't have kids that
Me.
I know of.
Not that you know of.
I haven't been back to Civic Bay, but
you got probably at least little 4 McNeils running around that motherfucker.
I'm still the mayor. I just haven't been back.
They hold it down for you over there while you're gone.
Yeah, they got me, bro.
They got you.
I ain't even worried about it. They got this. Alright, so, one generic weekly-ish podcast, because we've missed a week or two. But yeah, weekly-ish. So,
Weekly-ish.
Yeah. Pretty much what do you want to talk about? Because, I mean, there is no form to this. There's no outline. There's no format. It's kind of just whatever.
Oh, shit. What do I want to talk about as the guest?
Whatever. You guys want to join your brother's fantasy basketball league?
Oh, yeah. My brother's fantasy basketball league, which I still need to look and see if... I know he was looking for players. This was like 2 days ago.
Okay.
But, yeah, he was looking for players. Like I was saying, it was my first time. I don't know if have you played fantasy basketball before?
No, I played fantasy football once in 8th grade, and I got second. So I'll figure it out.
Yeah. I've never played fantasy basketball ever. I play a lot of fantasy football, but I've never touched fantasy basketball. But I've been wanting to, and it'll give me more of a reason to watch games.
Yeah.
Other than the occasional Bulls game.
I watch most of the Lakers games because I fucking love being disappointed.
Y'all got
oh man, LeBron, yeah, AD. AD's hurt, LeBron's old.
The beauty of it though is because it's Bron, you always
people
gonna get a show. You're gonna get a show, and you're gonna get a show regardless. So
well, I think there was a game last season, deep in the season, where we'd already been eliminated from the playoffs. Where Bron went out and got 50. He had a triple double. Just dunking all over the Utah Jazz or some shit. And say, yeah, fuck him up. It don't mean anything, but fuck him up.
He was playing mad as fuck, bro. He was mad as hell.
Angry as hell. He's like, fuck this fucking team. You're let me down. Fuck.
It's funny. It's I feel and I knew it was gonna happen that you have come to respect LeBron a lot more since he's come to the Lakers. You were so anti-LeBron before.
I'm not a LeBron fan now. I'm still a Lakers fan.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. I've already respected what he's done, the accolades with the longevity. The thing I hate that he does is he'll come into an organization and then he'll build this team and then either have great success, getting to a finals or winning the finals like they did in the bubble. Bowl championship doesn't count. Fuck you.
Mickey Mouse ring.
Fuck you.
I'm just playing. I don't really.
Disney my ass.
It's a
ring's a ring. There's
ring.
diamonds in that shit. It's real. It's gold.
a ring.
Yeah.
No, it's a ring.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then what did he immediately do that offseason is he traded away 9 key role players of that team, and then they failed to make the playoffs the next year. And I'm just why in the fuck did you do that? You just won a championship?
And then
why don't you just retain those championship pieces?
And then almost every one of those players ended up balling on the early team.
Yeah, ended up on another team, balling out, made the playoffs, made a deep run. I think JaVale McGee went back and just got another ring. That man's got 4 rings. He's an off-the-bench player, bro.
I love JaVale McGee, man. He's such a solid player, bro.
No, he's a Shaqtin' a Fool success story.
That's facts.
How many are there? Probably just him.
Even when he was Shaqtin' a Fool all the time.
He was trying, man.
Balling the fuck out. No, he was he was putting numbers up, but he just...
His hustle, man.
He just had a low b-ball IQ, and he's just a little fucking... silly,
shit,
a little goofy, but he can ball.
To make it to the NBA, you got to play your whole life's got to be basketball, and I'm sure he is really good at basketball. I'm sure he's good in high school and college. But then the NBA is just such a different level.
Oh yeah.
It takes time to adapt. Oh, yeah. I'm sure it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out JaVale, bro.
JaVale,
come back to LA, man. miss you.
No, I don't want JaVale
You're
now.
one of my favorite Lakers.
That man's on his last, gotta be on his last like 2 or 3 years.
I don't think he's that old.
He's old.
No, Dwight Howard's old as fuck. But even Dwight Howard went somewhere and like putting up numbers. I'm like, damn.
Do you see that he's trying to leave? He's trying to leave. He's like actively trying to leave the NBA and like join the WWE. Dwight Howard.
He's big enough.
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman did it.
I've been watching tweets between, or maybe it wasn't a tweet.
We don't even have time to talk about the amount of things Dennis Rodman's done. I'm talking about finish the main quest, just doing side stories. Snoop Dogg and fucking Dennis Rodman, bro.
Dennis Rodman, bro.
How many NBA players are like, you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm going to North Korea, bro. What? You fucking mind? Are you high? Yeah, and I'm going to North Korea. Like, oh.
Dennis Rodman does what the fuck he wants to do.
Kim Jong-un's like, oh, the worm. I love the bad boy Pistons. And yeah, he's like a hero over there. And it's like, wow, crazy. Who saw that coming? Nobody,
bro. Generally, bro. Kim Jong-un. You remember that whole fucking like brain thing and like you remember when he was just trying to see like cut the heads off the snakes in his camp and he
faked his death.
Yeah,
and everybody that was the meme where we got his niece or whatever running with toast in her mouth or shit. Fucking and everybody was like drawing her in like Rule 34 and shit like communism bay. Like what the fuck? And I guess she's like still there, like nobody's executed her yet or whatever, but like I better days remembered.
Oh yeah.
She more popular than me on 4chan. No. I don't know what Kim Jong-un sounds like. I imagine it's that.
Kim Jong-un, I imagine he can sound sad about shit, bro. Absolute royalty he lived like over there. Have you seen like I don't know how fucking real they are, but like glimpses into the life of like Kim Jong-un or like how like high profile like No, I know glimpses
like,
in the sense of like them talking about just like how much money he spends and like just that kind of shit. No one really knows like
if I mean like you talk about rich people, like Jeff Bezos has Amazon and that's like obviously like a global thing, but like Jeff Bezos doesn't like run a country the size of Nebraska,
right?
Like the amount of you control everything made in this place, like
and like king like a fucking monarch, like
a dictator.
That's
what he is.
Yeah, like that's just a whole different level. Like literally whatever you want to do.
I have absolute control. Yeah, fucking traffic lights are blue now. Why? I fucking said so. Paint them. Like, insane shit. God, I'd like to be a dictator just for like a day.
It should be dope.
There'd be like 4 things I would do, and I'd be like, "Oh, I'm done. I'm out. I resign."
I'm out.
I'd sign like 4 things into law, and then be like, "That's all I really want to do. I'm bouncing."
I'm out. I did what I needed to do. I set myself up.
Yeah, those 4 things. If you want to be a cop, you're not allowed to be a cop. That's it. That's number 1. You're like, I want to be a police officer. Like, you are no longer allowed to be a police officer. I would find like the 85% of the population is like, dude, fuck no, I don't want to be a cop. I don't give a shit. Like, cool, you're a cop now. It's like conscription, bro. You got to do 2 years as a cop. Why? Because you fucking don't want to be a cop. You don't give a fuck. You ain't pulling teenagers over for smoking weed. Like, you ain't giving a shit. Right. 5 over, I don't give a shit. Fuck, I'm doing 7. You're the guy I want to be a cop.
Right. I don't want anyone. You're right as hell.
Yeah, that's thing number 1. Thing number 2, driving slow in the left lane. If you're more than 5 mile an hour, like under. Actually,
what?
If you're less than 5 miles an hour over the speed limit and you're in the left lane, we're gonna execute you on the spot. All those people that don't want to be cops, they're gonna pull you over and shoot you in the fucking head. Just immediately. We're not even gonna like tow your car away. We're gonna leave it on the side of the road with your corpse in there as an example to other drivers. That's it. That's 2 things. Third thing. I forgot the third thing. Anyway, those 2 things are my real big points. Honestly.
Big points. The third one has been a little bit.
Oh no, I remember the third one now. All college is free, no matter what.
Oh yeah.
I don't give a shit. I want to go to Yale. Fucking go.
That's like the trend.
Show up.
That's like the trend everywhere else. That ain't fucking America. Like
everywhere that's not America.
It's either dumb cheap or it's free.
College. You just gotta earn your way in.
Yeah. Dumb cheap or free.
I remember number 4. Like the whole border shit. Yeah, just open them shits up. Yeah.
Open the borders.
Yeah, open them. Fuck it. Kids in cages. Fuck, let them out.
That's facts.
Stop experimenting on those people. You fucked up psychopaths. Like let them go free. The people. Jesus Christ.
Well, how are we gonna get our Or COVID vaccines then?
I don't give a shit about that. It's not even real, bro.
It's just made up. Bro, you literally had COVID.
I know, I did.
You literally had it.
I had the flu.
It was not flu. I was damn near dead.
No, I had COVID, but here's the thing. It didn't kill me. And, you know, I ain't Thanos, but, like, if you can't survive a bitch-ass flu, like, fuck you.
You might be...
Bye.
You might be old.
Oh, I need a ventilator, and I need all this help. Yeah, well, I didn't socialize healthcare. I socialized education. Good luck at the free clinic. I don't have ventilators. Well, I guess you're just gonna die. Sorry. Yeah. Those are the main four things I would do. Yeah, I think all that, passing all that, just signing all that in a lot, I think that would take me like an hour and 45 minutes. And then I'd be like, all right, well, that's lunch, guys, and I won't be back tomorrow. Someone else is going to be dictator, and I'm just going to be gone. I would disappear I would go off grid. No one would ever find me.
I think I would just give every Chicago team 2 picks in every draft. I would absolutely.
That's something you'd have control over as dictator, because the NBA is solely American.
Yeah, I would
like, yep, that's state run now. Guess what?
Chicago gets 2 picks every round. Period. Like, I don't care.
There you go. They get the first 2. Always.
Maybe. Yeah, okay, we'll go with the first 2. I don't know.
Like, you gonna load it up, man.
Nah, bro.
Don't give me like 1 in 24.
No, give me like give 1 in like 14. 1 in like 14. No, like 1 in like 10.
Nah, I feel like if you're not just doing the first 2, I feel like you're asking too much in 1 in 10. You go like 1st and 16.
Bro, when I've like.
They can go first, and then they can go halfway through the first round. There you go. There's 32 teams, right?
There's a whole lot of time. I feel like it's more often than not, we're like the mid first round, there's ball out more so than like the first round or like the early first round.
How many number 1 overall picks have been bust? More than have been, phenomenal.
Absolutely.
Michael Jordan wasn't the first overall pick.
No.
He was second. I think third. I don't know. Hakeem went first. Sorry, Akeem. His name was Akeem back then.
Was it not first though?
He got an H now. He earned it at sometime in the early 2000s. Yeah.
I heard.
You remember that? You don't remember when Hakeem Olajuwon was Akeem Olajuwon? And he's sometime in the 2000s, he was like, actually, my name's Hakeem. We're like, oh, fuck, we're sorry. We've been saying it wrong for 15 years. That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Even, we were talking about 2K at 23 with the eras. If you go back to the era for like the 84 draft, he's Akeem Olajuwon. Until like the late 90s, he becomes Hakeem.
Yeah, I know that.
Who the fuck is outside my house? You ain't parking here. I'll go out there.
Oh, the glizzy. Make sure they ain't towing my shit. Hold up. Don't worry, the Twitch stream understands.
Oh, they absolutely do, bro. We can't be fucking around out here in Linden, Washington. This is a tough hood, bro. Make sure your room's still there.
How we go? Seats on somebody touching my shit.
We're at Kia's. We're probably somebody DoorDash. We just DoorDash McDonald's.
That's true.
Middle standby. We wanted Jack in the Box, but fucking all the teenagers that work there in this town felt like not working.
They're closing down. They're throwing a party there.
They're like, you know what? Nah, everybody went home. Just quit. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do as Jack in the Box corporate if just everybody at the store is like, you know what? Nah, man, we're closing at 6. Just like, I'll go home. Are you gonna fire everybody? Who are you gonna hire to replace them? Nobody wants to work there.
Oh yeah.
The people that do work there and get paid to work there don't want to be there. Who are you gonna get to work in that place?
Nobody.
Exactly.
Nobody is trying to work fucking minimum wage nowadays in person.
Hey bro, they deserve $15 an hour.
That's what they're fucking getting now, but now $15 an hour just ain't fucking cutting it anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like that shit's just not fucking
$15 an hour is feeling real $7.50 if you know what I mean.
Right. That's exactly what it is.
Fucking inflation.
That's
a thing we made up.
Real shit.
Real shit. Credit scores, another thing we made up. Interest rates on loans, another thing we made up. God, America sucks, dude. It's a reset button on that shit. Like a PS1. Walk up, hit the blue one.
I'm telling Dirks I'm moving in. I'm going to Japan, bro, and I ain't never coming back.
He would happily probably have me. It's no shit. When my life was in turmoil and everything was going wrong, I entertained the thought of like, bro, I was packing a backpack, fly to the Philippines. Just never come back.
Fucking no.
It's never come back. I get like $3,000 a month for the disability. Like, I'm gonna be a kingdom. I'm gonna open a bar. Fuck it.
Real shit.
Yeah. Fuck this. I ever get fed up enough at work, I'll probably still do that. I'll send you a postcard.
No,
I'll get your address from somebody and I'll send you a postcard. It'll be a picture of me and my gaggle of whores at fucking Mac G's saloon. And it'll be an open welcome invitation. It'll be like, hey man, anytime you want to just abandon your life.
No, keep trying to move towards that 100% disability because that shit today that's like $4,000 a month, bro.
I know, and I'm on paper. I'm still married, so it's even more.
Yeah, even more. And then like no, that's always on. I got divorced. That's always on the cap down here. That's always on the table to move. Go to the PI, bro. Like you could easily live very well on 4,000.
My whole warehouse project plan. Like if that fails and like I don't know, the warehouse gets foreclosed on and like we never sold any cars, but you know what, fuck this. Played. So nobody's ever gonna hear from me again. There's like 3 of you guys that still like me.
With what's her name?
Barbie? Oh,
Barbie!
I never finished the story. So fucking, as when I asked you, like, does Pont still send you like the most random shit? Anyway, when I was running fucking my little 7-Eleven on Bay, at an MPF, a little snack store, because they took all my responsibilities away, like an asshole. He came in there one day and he's like, because he was aware of what was going on with me and everything, in first class and mess shit. He's like, yeah. You know, Barbie would have never. I'm like, yeah, I know. You're so right, man. You're absolutely right.
Barbie would have never.
I just fucking, I just stuck with that.
Barbie would have never. I don't.
I've talked to her recently.
Well, what?
Yeah.
How recent is recently?
Like 2-3 months ago.
Damn.
She said happy birthday to me. We're friends on Facebook still.
Is she still in the Philippines?
Yeah.
All right.
She's doing better now. She doesn't work as a bar girl anymore. I don't know what she does now.
Oh. Damn.
She's doing like selling clothes online and shit. I don't know, but yeah.
The fact that I'm getting any kind of development on Barbie's story at all, like, it's just not.
Yeah, you never envisioned through like
not at all.
3 years after a wild 6 days in the Philippines with McNeil the sex addict, you would be like, oh yeah, she's doing really good actually.
Great.
She's doing good.
She's great.
That's so GED. Like that's. I don't know what the fucking GED would be in the Philippines. Do they even have schools there? No.
Don't do them like that, bro. Don't do it like that, bro. Philippines is a great place.
It is, but their dictator's fucking out of his mind, bro.
What? Like, I don't hear anything about the Philippines. I thought they were pretty low key.
No. There's a whole shitload of Islamist extremists in the Philippines, apparently, and also their dictator is like executing people for drugs. I mean, like if you've got a joint, like death.
Damn.
Not even like prison and then execution, just like they're gonna gun you down on the side of the road. And they're just gonna leave your body there. Like Duterte, that's his name. He's a fucked up dude. Murdered his own son for being a drug addict. Yeah, just murked his ass. No fucks given. He's like, nope, these are my islands.
Damn.
Can't have you compromising that. I can always have another son. I can't always have another dictatorship.
It's on my one run.
Yeah.
Damn. Nah, I didn't know that. I also don't know shit all about like.
Oh, then China's trying to like take them over, like.
Philippines?
They're not trying to take them over like by force. They're trying to take them over like by politics and like buy them and like buy up all the islands and like developments and shit, like resorts and casinos there. That way they can like claim that that's Chinese waters, so they can claim the entire South Sea as their EEZ and then tax all the trade ships through there. That's like the only way through there.
Right.
Unless you want to sail around fucking all of whatever that shit is, I forget. Myanmar, something. I don't know. The big ass countries next to China, those ones, they go really close. India, maybe? I don't know. I wasn't ever good at geography.
Neither was I.
That's kind of a useless fucking class, actually, because it's like, bro, when are you not going to have a map?
Hindsight. Back in the day.
I got a map right here, geography.
No, geography, like 80s, 90s, like geography, like that was some pretty good shit to be good at, bro. But now I can just literally search that shit on my phone. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I don't need to know that shit.
Well, Indiana Jones was like, I'm a geographist or whatever the fuck he did. I don't know. Besides stealing shit for the
He was an archaeologist.
Whatever the fuck. The same shit. And digging up rocks. Gives a fuck. Rocks, dude. They're in the ground. They're there for a reason. Fucking idiot.
Well, archaeologists dig up more than just rocks. They dig up like artifacts too, like.
They dig up a lot more rocks than they do valuable shit.
Okay, probably true.
Yeah.
But they're
I went to high school with an archaeologist now. I don't believe from her social media post she actually like does any real like archaeological shit. I'm pretty sure she just like
I feel like archaeology now is going to just be like a side hustle or some
core
shit.
samples and shit for like oil and gas companies trying to frack all of Ohio. It's like what's a natural gas?
Like you can't like
Well, there's Indian shit here in the ground. So
in the States. There's no way your main job. You can tell me that your main job is an archaeologist in the States. Like
unless you're like
what are you searching?
unless you're like the kind of archaeologist that like teaches archaeology and history like at a university.
Okay.
If you're like
Yeah, that's
technically like you said, it's like a side hustle.
Yeah.
You are also like a history professor who occasionally goes and plays in dirt.
But then again, I don't know shit all about archaeology or what they do, actually. They could actually do a whole lot for all I fucking know. I don't know. But
we're going to get so much hate and outrage from the online archaeologist community. They're angrily carving their stone tablets right now.
Hey, this motherfucker's gonna...
Ooh, you just fucking wait,
just wait
son.
1,000 years, bro. When you
1,000 years and you dig this up. Fuck, Kyle.
Yeah. You fucking roast your ass.
Your mom did. What else are we talking about?
I just heard a very, very shocking update about Barbie.
Why does it show you? She's fine.
Well, a shocking update in the sense that I just didn't expect.
You didn't expect to get it up there, bro.
Yeah.
You never expected me to say, like, oh, talk to her.
Let's talk to you. What do you mean? No,
I just told you, I've thought about running away to the Philippines. Why would I not talk to her? I'm going to get a local on my side.
That's fair.
I'm still actually, do you remember the bars we went to? Some of them? Like the one we always ended up at?
I remember my like location, but I definitely don't remember like names.
So the one we always ended up at by the end of the night where Barbie worked. Like, I'm friends on Facebook with the guy that owns that one and also the guy that owned Hot Zone where they had the snake. And you and me went down the stripper pole there.
Yeah, I remember the stripper pole, and I remember the fucking snake too. I was not with that.
Yeah, he threw a fake snake at you, and it like knocked you off your stool.
Yeah, bro, I freaked the fuck out. I'm freaked out right now.
You thought he really just threw a whole ass boa constrictor at you?
Motherfucker, I'm drunk as fuck, black kid in the Philippines. I don't know what the fuck is normal over there, what they find funny, what's cool, what's not cool, bro. I didn't know what he threw at me. I knew that he had a snake, and there were snakes in the place, and he threw something that looked like a snake at me. That's all I needed to fucking know to jump out that street.
You just know that guy had like a pocket full of fake snakes. He was just waiting for an American or someone to walk in so he could toss a fake snake.
That's okay, bro. I will jump every time I pet it. I feel like I don't fuck with snakes, man.
Absolutely. I don't
fuck
with snakes or spiders, which is why I'd set my bushes outside on fire.
Yeah.
They were infested with spiders.
That's like, get rid of them, motherfucker.
And I was like, the spider killer I got off Amazon ain't working. He does like, I'm going to burn the bushes down. Fuck Windermere.
Spiders I usually just leave alone, bro. Spiders, I hear, are like one of the few animals that take revenge. I read that somewhere. I didn't check the source on it.
They know better.
Huh?
These ones know better.
They don't come for your ass, bro.
Nah, I took them all out.
Nah, you think so? You ever
They
see
say
the movie
you're
Alien
never,
Freaks?
you're never more than like 6 feet from a spider, but I'm like, I don't know about that.
You think so, bro? I don't know. They're plotting on you right now as you speak.
Well, I got plenty more fire for those some bitches.
Fish your neighbor.
I'll burn this whole fucking house down. I rent, and I got insurance. I don't give a shit.
HOA's gonna come for your ass, bro. They're like, all right.
I'm not part of the HOA.
Right, exactly. They're gonna come kick your door and just
The
fuck you
HOA
up.
lost their shit when I set my bushes on fire.
I bet.
They were as I'm outside with a fucking plastic like bug sprayer, pump sprayer full of gasoline and motor oil, spraying it on the bushes with a match in my hand. I'm throwing it. I have a fire extinguisher like sitting by my feet. Yeah, I'll put it out. I'm not gonna burn the house down.
I'm not gonna burn
it. I'm not gonna burn the house down. Just the bushes right next to it. Thank God for my white trash upbringing. I had to do things like burn down my bushes and not my house.
Burning down, bro.
Kill with fire, man. It's not a meme. It's my life, and particularly spiders. Yeah, I regret that in the Philippines we never went to the Zubik safari. We never got to feed a chicken to the tigers.
Bro, I was just talking about the zoo in the Philippines like yesterday, maybe 2 days ago, max. So, and I stand by what I was saying the other night, and that is, fuck those zoos, bro. Fuck those zoos.
It's fine, bro. It's just a tiger with like 9 quaaludes in its stomach.
Right, bro.
Right. He's chill.
I'm not.
Feed him this frozen chicken. He's like, he loves it. You want to eat your hands, probably.
On one hand, I'm not a big animal person. You might know this. I'm not a big animal dude.
I fucking love tigers. Do you have a tiger tattoo?
No, I mean, I'm not a big animalism like
Yeah.
interest, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's that tag is dope as fuck. I remember getting that when you were getting that.
I remember being really, really hungover still while getting it. Like, I was like, "Were you drinking last night?" I was like, "No."
Yeah, you told me you
That's
didn't
so
drink. I'm
weird.
like, I remember thinking like, bro, you were so fucked up last
You
night.
blacked out. Like, we had to carry you.
Yeah, you were like the most fucked up the night before, and then you went and got that tat the next morning, and then it was like I think it might have been after the whole Senior Smith thing. Was it not the same port visit? No,
No,
we were
it was
in
Sasebo.
Okinawa when that shit happened.
God bless Sasebo. Hi, Allie. Midori. Remember Midori from Bar? Where we played, we were playing Smash Bros in that bar.
I do remember playing
She was
Smash
the little,
Bros. She was the
little cute bartender.
The
It
chick.
was
I
like,
remember.
it was like every couple words you said, she would mock you. I remember.
I was fucked up.
You were fucked up.
I don't
I think Miller was beating you at Smash and like, I'm ass bro. And they'll come and say, she'd be like, I'm ass bro. Just,
I remember that.
Yeah.
She was talking shit.
she gave us hugs before we left.
I do remember she was talking shit.
And Bobby brought like, Socktech Bobby brought like 9 pizzas into the bar for like all 7 people that were there. And I was like,
Bobby was
"Fuck,
chill. Bobby
Yeah.
was the only sock tech to this day that I fucked with.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah, he was chill.
Goofy, but yeah.
No, he was
Goofy in like the best way.
Yeah, he was goofy, but he was chill.
I understand you didn't get along with Socktech Chris.
Man, Chris, I forgot about Chris. Holy shit. Me and Chris, at first me and Chris were cool.
It wasn't so much that you didn't get along with Chris, it was that no one on your crew got along with Chris. That kind of mob mentality.
Okay, no. That's what it, if have Chris tell you, sure. But me, I'm not like that, bro. Like, I'm gonna make my fucking opinions for myself. Like, I don't give a fuck if. And that's how it was for a while. Everyone thought he was annoying, and I thought he was whatever. Like, I thought he was funny, bro. But like, come like, and I'm not gonna hold him on it. It just became, it was intermission close to like that point, you know.
Yeah.
And like, he was on every watch. And soon, just jokes just don't become fucking funny anymore, you know. And you just soon you just talking too much, and that's just what it became. And I basically in so many words just told him like to shut the fuck up one time, and then like we just weren't cool after that. But like, it was just like, I'm like, okay, whatever, bro. You're a fucking sock tech. I'll never see you again. Like, I don't care.
Peace. My last mission.
Yeah, like, bro. Adios.
Everybody on my last mission kept joking about how I would become a sock tech. I'm like, fuck no. I consider myself lucky one of these fucking boats didn't sink while I was on it. I'm not about to get back on the motherfucker. I don't care how much they pay me.
And then have to be the one to work on the actual shit that'll sink the ship.
I know, right? Dude,
Like,
fuck that. Like that. It's gonna be like maybe 4 more years before a test ship sinks. Through no fault of like any military except America's not maintaining them shits. Well, there was a hole in the boat, and we thought we patched it, but I guess we didn't.
No, shout out to those ships though, because they're pieces of shit. Especially our first mission.
Some of those crews work hard, man, trying to make those ships not pieces.
Oh yeah,
of shit.
I get that.
That is just a losing battle. Not
Yeah,
worth
yeah.
fighting.
They're just old, but
Yeah.
because they were so bad, we got missions like our first mission, you know. And
We were in port for like 37 days at the start of the mission. It's like, oh, yeah, shit's broke.
Yeah,
and then
shit's
we
just
were away for like 3 weeks, and we were like, wow, this actually really sucks. And then fucking the rudder fell off, and it was like, we're going to South Korea. We're like, fuck yeah, we're going to
Thank
South
God.
Korea.
Oh, I
Glad
can
this shit
imagine doing this
sucks.
for like a month straight, bro. I
Yeah,
remember being,
no.
it was like a week and a half maybe.
That's
and I
where
was just
you-
like,
yeah.
holy fuck, I couldn't imagine doing this like 2.
And
they
2
say you do
months
this, like,
straight.
they-
No, I will kill myself.
Right,
I'll
bro.
tag myself in CLFA.
Right, and then
Y'all can walk in and be like, is that a punching bag? No, it's going to be a body.
they come in with all the poor visits, and they're like,
Yeah.
yo, every mission is not like this. Like, this is a rare mission. I'm like, okay, I believe that.
Yeah, okay.
They're like, I'll take that.
And then fucking, then it was later in that mission when we got to the PI, and Stephen Smith's like, it was like a Tuesday, or no, it was like a Wednesday or some shit when we got there,
Mhm.
and Stephen Smith's like, yeah, so I mean, ship's broke dick for we don't know how long, and overnight's authorized, so I'm staying in Freeport zone, so I see everybody on Tuesday, like, you just giving me like 7 days of freedom in a foreign land I've never been to. Let's fucking
Right.
go, son.
I couldn't believe that shit, bro. Bro, people.
I knew right away. I was like, Liberty Buddy, Palms, where are we going?
Yeah.
And exactly where we're not supposed to go. You know how it is in there. You do a Liberty brief and they give you this helpful map with a list of places you're not supposed to go and exactly how to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just kept that road going here, and then we're gonna go there.
Because we know exactly how to get there. I would have never known
exactly how to get there. I would have never known I wasn't supposed to cross a bridge unless you were like, don't cross any bridges.
Right.
Yeah.
And in Korea, especially like Subic, okay, I get it. Don't go here because we've been going there forever, right?
Yeah.
But
we know better. Don't go to these places.
We get there and no one knew shit, bro. We didn't know.
No one had ever been there before. Right. The first day it was beautiful. It was like 63, 64 degrees.
Yeah.
I had my sleeves up and shit. And the next day it was negative 18.
I thought it was nice. It was nice, like, because we were there for like 10 days. I think it was 10 days. We were there.
We were there like 2 weeks. I went broke twice. I remember that. We had to get paid for me to go broke again. That happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Well, 10 days would have still covered that then.
Yeah.
It would have covered you coming in port with money, getting paid, and going broke. But we the first couple days, like 4 or 5 days, was like pretty nice. But like 5 days, like it just got like it was like negative like 18, negative 20.
Yeah, like
we were
by like day 4 or 5. Like I had to go buy a jacket. Because, like, I didn't bring any warm clothes because they were like, oh, South Tennessee, summer mission, it's going to be hot as fuck.
We got jackets. We both got jackets. We went down to the little underground
we went to the mall, the 7th-floor fucking mall, and the cheapest jacket there was like $1,200. I was like, what the fuck? Is jacket going to suck my dick? What the fuck?
It was
$1,200 for a fucking Korean jacket?
So we went down to the underground thing and bartered, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it was like $40. I got my jacket for $30.
Like... It's weird in Korea. You go into the subway, and then the subway station ends. So you just keep walking, and then all of a sudden it's a shopping mall.
Yeah, but it's hard.
Yeah, and it was just like, I don't know. We found like a place selling clothes, and I think I bought like a hoodie and a jacket because it was fucking cold. Yeah. I bought that Supreme beanie there. I'm wearing that too. It's fucking cold. You need like a hat and like you bought those gloves, those clutch ass gloves with like fingertips. So you can still like do stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I should have bought some of them clothes.
I got the gloves, the jacket. I was freezing my ass off there, bro.
We'd be in sonar that mission, and you'd be like in like a watch cap and a hat and like your parka liner with your gloves on. You'd just be sitting down there at the end freezing. Like, why do you move up where it's not freezing? And you're like, no, like these people. It's like,
nah, bro. You're just like obligated to talk. The further up you are, the more obligated you are to talk. And I don't mind talking on watch. I didn't mind it, but like,
bro, I had to keep from going insane.
True.
You don't stare at so much fucking
absolutely
head, knowing nothing's there.
Absolutely.
Knowing there's no submarines to find. Stare at this TV bag. It's like it's basically torture.
But I don't know, bro. I want to talk sometime. Like maybe like give me like half the watch. I'll talk. I'll be down there talking, but the other half, bro, like just I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm sitting here. I'm sad. I'm sitting here.
I want to be home.
I just want to go home, bro. Fuck this.
That first mission was like life changing. That opened my eyes to the world of Yakuza. What was that second mission?
That was second mission.
That was second mission.
Second mission.
The second mission.
Me, you, and Miller were roommates.
Yeah, but Heath was always in our room because he liked watching me play Yakuza.
Yeah.
I wasn't even playing the main story of Yakuza. I was doing like the Cabaret Club side quest for like 4 days straight, and he just was fascinated by it. He just couldn't stop watching me play it. Just like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm upgrading these horse stats so I can make more money so I can win the most money and I don't know, be the best. And I think I get an item for this.
So they can go on better dates. So they can go on better dates.
I don't know what the fuck the point.
Like what was the
Yakuza side games are, but I just couldn't stop playing them. I was like,
no, those are deployment games for sure, bro.
Yeah, bro, I'd be playing it and he'd be like, go drink a CC lemon. I'd be like, okay. I'd go to the vending machine, buy a CC lemon, and he'd be like, I fucking love CC lemons. Every time he bought one from a vending machine, he'd be like, it's got the 4 whole lemons of vitamin C. He would read that off the can to me. Like, 4 whole lemons with vitamin C. 4. I'm like, wow, that's a lot. That's 4.
That's a lot, man.
That's a lot of lemons, man.
Nah, shout out Heath, bro.
Shout out Heath.
Our first Liberty buddy. He showed us around Sasebo, bro. He did.
Took us to Tochinkon, get Japanese steak meat. He lost his backpack.
Yeah.
We went to Sailor Town. We saw a ton of shore patrol, none of which gave a fuck about us. So what we were doing. No. Heath peed in an alley, and then we lost you while I was flirting with the bartender, Allie, at After 5, and then we found you again in some other bar, kissing some chick with a mustache. And then we had to drag you back to the ship, and you were pissed. And you were really ready to fight Heath, and then he kissed you to defuse the situation, and it worked. Fucking worked. Bro.
It worked, bro.
Y'all were up in each other's faces, and you were just like, you just.
Nah. I remember that. That shit sobered me the fuck up, bro. I'll never forget that. Because I was just like, I was dumbfounded. I was just like, I don't even, like, what the fuck why, bro? That's just literally what's going on in my head. Like, why? Like, why would you do that?
Later that mission, the night of me going Super Saiyan in White Beach, Heath kissed me and took a selfie to send to Becca, his girlfriend, fiance, wife. I don't know. I haven't talked to Heath in a while, but yeah, long time girlfriend. And I sent it to her and I was like, I'm stealing you, man. Yeah, remember Red Horse?
Man, how could I forget?
Dude, I think we drank like 37 of those a day.
I was still drinking Red Horse like my final missions. Every time we would go to White Beach, I would go to
Scotiamart, yeah.
Yeah, Scotiamart. We picked those up.
I think my third one, we bought a bunch of them, and then we took them into Wings, and we were drinking them in Wings.
Yeah.
The old lady came around to collect all the bottles, and she was like, where do you keep getting these? And we were like, oh, I don't know. I think that was somebody else. They left. And then meanwhile, just like 4 cases of Red Horse under the table, like at our feet where she can't see them.
I'm fully confident that Red Horse is the reason why I'm having any kind of physical issues now.
Yeah, it's got formaldehyde in it. Like, not a lot, but, a little bit. Like, as many as we drank, we probably got a lot in there.
That shit was just gasoline, bro. Gasoline and formaldehyde.
It was delicious.
It was.
But while I was drunk, it was more delicious. Like, remember they had, what was the other beer in the Philippines? San Miguel.
San Miguel.
I bought a San Miguel t-shirt at the same time I bought you and Heath lighters.
I think I remember that t-shirt.
Yeah. I don't know why my ex-wife stole it. Which sucks, because I'm like, I looked for another one, and like, I bought it from a peddler in the Philippines. Like, I can't just find that online. I gotta go to the Philippines and find it.
Find a peddler.
Yeah. But, yeah, I fucking have to get a t-shirt. And yeah, I bought Heath a lighter that it was not a Zippo. It was the Filipino Zippo, the Flippo. And it looked like a pack of Marlboro menthols. That's what he smoked. And
No, he didn't smoke Reds is what he smoked. He would always say that menthols tasted like air conditioner. You say, no, why would you want to feel like you're smoking to have an air conditioner?
I've smoked a menthol and it doesn't taste like an air conditioner, but it's like I'm smoking a cough drop.
I love that, bro. It's better, bro. Reds taste like.
Well, the vape does that for me sometimes. I get that fruit tingle.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like a cool. Yeah, I don't mind that. It's better than like Reds. Reds is like.
Cigarettes,
yeah, Reds is like. Oh, I don't know, man. That shit's just different, bro. That shit
they're strong and they're harsh. You smoke Reds,
they're hard. They're gross, bro. And that's all he would want to smoke is Reds.
Yeah, dude. I remember at one point on the back deck, I watched him inhale a whole cigarette in like one drag. I was just like, holy shit.
Bro,
how stressed are you?
I didn't judge nobody for how they smoked a cigarette on that boat, bro, because everybody was fucking stressed.
I come up topside a couple points during my watch, like when I finally with the TC and shit, and I'd find more Beach sitting there playing like Candy Crush on his phone, like 19 cigarette butts just like laid out in a little train in front of him. Like, have you just been here for like 3 hours sitting, smoking, playing Candy Crush? He's like,
It don't even actually.
What else do you do as an SMC?
You saying that like it don't even be stress most of the time.
It's just boredom.
Boredom, bro. There's nothing else to do.
There is always a point in the mission where it's like, holy shit, I'm not gonna work out because I'm fucking lazy. I've played all my video games and now I don't want to play any of them.
Right.
I really don't want to go in the lounge with the retard Marines and watch John Wick again. I would wait till none of them were in there, and I would do a posse studio. I'd put on like some gay shit, and then I would leave, and I would come back there, and they're like, "Why y'all do this fag shit, man? Y'all trying to fuck each other? Like, what the hell? I come in here and find you guys kissing." I would just fuck with it. But anyway, the lighters. I remember I bought you a red one.
Yeah.
And it cut both of our thumbs.
Our thumbs were so bad.
I still have a little mark.
I thought I was still scarred, but I'm not. Yeah, that lighter fucked
little mark.
I'll never forget that next morning. Like
we had bloody thumbs. We woke up with like stained bloody thumbs.
I was like, what happened to my?
What did we do?
Which is like sad, bro. Because like, then I started thinking like, how many times did I flick that fucking lighter last night, bro?
Yeah, like, it was only like 2. It wasn't a lot. It was fucked up. I know we tried a bunch of times, and like I kept trying after I cut myself, and then I was like, "Fuck this lighter." I think you threw it. You ever threw it in the ocean, or some kid pickpocketed it from you?
Nah, the kid that pickpocketed me was.
That was the same kid that told me he was gonna kill me.
Yeah.
Yeah, kill you.
He took some bread out of my pocket, bro. And I caught his ass too. He was not slick at all. I felt him, and I was just like, I literally walk over to him, and I'm just like, bro, give me the money you just took from me. Like I just watched.
I watched you pull that out of my pocket.
Oh, I might let him keep it. To be honest with you,
I think
I was kind of fucked up. I might let him.
It was that me or Bonner noticed that you got pickpocketed.
No, I definitely felt it. I felt it. I felt him taking. I turned on. He was like right behind me. I like felt it leave my pocket, and I turned on. I'm like, what the fuck?
I do remember talking to you when we were walking away at finally like 4:30 in the morning because we were going back to our $20 hotel rooms. Sleep for like 3 hours and then start again.
Yeah.
And you were like, whatever, bro. Kid finessed me. He earned it. Like, constantly keep it. It's like 20 pesos. Was it like $3? Like,
you let him keep it. I wasn't tripping, bro. I'm like, all right, man. Whatever, bro.
Yeah. Like 50 pesos is like $1. So yeah, you stole like 200. I think he stole like $4 from you. And you're just like, whatever, man. Let him buy food. Shit.
And I think that he did actually go over to like the cart, bro.
Yeah, went to the cart.
Yeah, him and like one of his homies went over to the cart and bought food. I'm like, bro, I can't even be mad at it, man.
I'm feeding 100.
I ain't gonna be mad
We're
at
gonna
it.
do a charity out here. Put
That
that on
your
black
brand,
sheep.
bro.
The homeless kids. The fed the street kids. What'd you feed them? No, sandwiches.
Beat shit out of him, stealing from me. Got my goddamn pockets.
There was San Miguel. There was San Miguel Light, and there was like San Miguel Apple and like lemon. There was like apple and lemon.
Yeah.
San Miguel Apple was like it had like red shit on the bottle, and the lemon one had like green shit on the bottle.
The apple was like what I drank almost because that's what I think Ponce drank.
Yeah,
and that's what he would like get rounds of was the apple.
So this might surprise you. I have pictures of those things.
Oh, I heard.
Would you like to see any of them?
No.
Yeah, better left.
Nah,
Just keep some secrets.
bro. I'm not trying to see nothing from that.
That's
bro.
for the 50-year.
That was. I don't remember a lot about the Philippines, and that's good.
I remember
That's good.
things looking a bit different in my drunken days. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was like, I swear, the bar wasn't that shitty. Could have thought it was cleaner in there.
No, bro. We were in the fucking den.
I remember I was the one bar I rang the bell, and then it was like a huge party in there after that. Everybody was like, yeah! Like I just bought like the whole bar of shot for like $28. And they're like,
yeah, it was something like that.
Our waitress, little mama son, was like so happy. She's like, I get to drink because you made so much money. I'm like, cool, sure.
Yeah, I remember.
How did it make you happy, mama son?
Yeah, it was like pay $20 to ring the bell. It was like that's all it said on it. It was like pay 20. It was like pay something to ring the bell.
Some amount of pesos to ring the bell. And I was just like, ding.
And I was like, what? And then you did it, and everyone just started cheering. That shit was dope. Actually,
There was back at Hot Zone where we went down the strip pole and they had a snake. They had the ping pong balls. You remember the ping pong balls?
Yeah, you had I think you were shooting them into their.
We would do that, but first somebody would pay, again, some amount of pesos to like fucking like open the basket or whatever, and like dump all the ping pong balls on the stage, and like everyone the girl caught, she got money or something.
Yeah, that's.
You know, like we caught a bunch that flew off the stage and we were like throwing them at them, and they were like catching them. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
And that one little girl did that dance where she was like throwing pesos up in the air. That was cool.
I don't remember that.
I vaguely remember that.
I
remember it's in that room in a box. Me and Ponce stole the hand towels, the hot towels. Yeah. He leaned over to me and he was like, stole one of the towels and put it in my backpack. And I was like, that's a good idea. And I just like took one and put it in my pocket. And I still have it. It's in there. I have Barbie's Polaroid too.
Oh, of course, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta keep that.
Well, she gave it to me.
Right.
He was like, oh, cool, thanks. I'm gonna do this. You ain't dead, dude. Almost.
That's a good pick.
It is.
That's a good pick, though. It's just like a good pick, period. Like, you know what I mean?
It's a cool thing to have.
Yeah.
The next
exactly.
one, I felt like a Vietnam vet, you know?
Yeah, it's just like
a Saigon whore.
Right, it's a dope souvenir to have.
Yeah.
Like, period.
That, the towel. The lighter would have been cool, but it ended up in the ocean, I think, because it was broken. It didn't work.
Yeah, bro, I ain't got
Keith's worked fine. Didn't cut anybody's finger. Like, what the I bought them from the same guy.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I didn't keep anything from like my time in bro. Nothing at all, really. I got some pics, like mostly from when we were in Korea, is when I took like the most pics.
Korea was dope.
But yeah, I ain't really got much for pics. I kind of regret not taking more pics.
That's why I'm glad that at least that first mission I did bring my camera and I took a fuckload of pictures. And if you ever want any of them, they're all on my Facebook.
What happened? Yeah, the first mission where you had like the little.
I had my Nikon. I clipped on my backpack. I was picturing everything. Remember the rooster bar that we just called? We called it cock bar. Well, none of us speak Korean. We didn't know what the fuck it was actually called. And we go in there and we get like the bottles of not soju because that's the Japanese shit. Sochi, whatever. The fucking like the rice wine shit. We thought they were beers and we were just like drinking them out of the bottle. And the guy's like comes over and is like, "Oh no, you mix." And we're like, "No, we're good, brother. We got it. We figured this out." And I remember saying something in there that made the whole table crack up. And then the next day we had all forgotten what it was. And I'll never remember what it was.
We did end up mixing because that's when we found out about the pineapple Fanta.
Pineapple Fanta. We made the Korean mimosas.
Yeah, because we were drinking. I remember that now. We were drinking out of the bottle. He's like, yo, he's like, basically, in so many words.
Like, hey,
like, you mix that.
Do like a fucking hoodlum. Why don't you mix that shit?
Yeah.
And something. Like,
I remember that.
And then we're like, well, we got like sodas, like ginger or something. And we're like, nah, all the stores got fucking a shitload of pineapple Fanta though.
Bunch of pineapple Fanta.
That's what it is. Pineapple Fanta and 30% rice alcohol. Stumbling around Busan, South Korea. And you get the train pass, so you ride the train all day instead of walking 47 miles. Because it's like the biggest fucking city I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's bigger than LA.
Oh yeah.
It is enormous.
No, it's huge.
I think that one of those days Ponce and I did, we walked like 40 fucking miles.
All we did was walk. Well,
Yeah.
we took taxis a lot of places.
We were like, bro, fuck these taxis. I'm paying $40 to go like 6 blocks. Like, get the train pass. It's like $2 to ride all day.
Yeah.
Like,
only time we took taxis from like east, like the east, like prefecture to like the west.
Back to the ship.
I think it was like
the subway didn't go there.
Yeah, and getting back to the ship as well because it took like a weird ass like highway that didn't even have like a fucking sidewalk on it. You had to walk all the way around.
Weird walled off road that led to this army pier. And I remember when we got there, the guy was like, "You see those Connick boxes at the end of the pier?" And we're all like, "Yeah." He's like, "Don't go anywhere fucking near them." Like, "Oh, all right, man, shit, man, chill." We went to the little shitty like army exchange thing where it's just like it's basically the ARO. It's basically my little snack shop and like a barber shop. And I got the best haircut of my life there. She like faded me with a straight razor and then like gave me a neck massage and shit, like hot out my face. And I was like, well, that's way better than the Philippines. Y'all hype that shit up.
Yeah, they hyped the fuck out of that haircut in the Philippines, and that shit was average.
Them old salts, man. They're like, oh, it's the best haircut of your life. Then we go there and it's like, oh.
I was so disappointed, bro, because we hit the Philippines. The first mission, like we were out for a while. My head was fucked up, bro.
Do you remember fucking the giant bitch doing security at the mall?
That's not what I thought you were talking about.
No, the metal detector. So there's a metal detector at this mall that I don't think is even powered on, and there's 2 security guards standing there who do nothing. And one of them was like a 6'5" Filipino bitch, and I was like, "Damn, what the fuck is your dad? Is Dennis Rodman your dad? Like, what the fuck? How are you this tall? The average height here is like 5'3". How are you 6'5"?" She was giant, but again, she didn't do anything. They were just like there in a uniform, and they just like watched you walk in and out. And I was like, oh, all right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I don't remember that.
There was a movie theater there. You and Bonner went to see a movie.
No, I remember the mall. Yeah.
Yeah. What did you go see?
We went to go see Black Panther.
Yeah, and fucking after the Philippines, remember the steward on that mission was the little Hispanic guy from Brooklyn, and he would get insanely outraged when the internet went down and like throw pots and pans and shit. He got a bootleg ass DVD of Black Panther that was like shot on a phone, I think from the screening that you were at, and he was like trying to play that, and Big Boy, the one Bosun's mate, Big Boy. He was on the computer and he was like, man, just turn that shit off. Look like ass. Just fucking. It was like so diffused. Like, man, fuck you. I'll try to do something nice. Like, you did a really shitty job, bro. You did a really shitty job. He really trying to do something nice.
He really did try to record the whole Black Panther movie on his phone for the shit. No, that's hero shit though, bro. Yeah, like low key.
One up for the steward, man. I liked him. He was a good dude. I was talking to him, and he would always ask me if the internet was down. Like I fucking knew. I'm like, I don't know, man. Is it working? No, it probably doesn't work then. Like he would just keep trying if it was down. He would be so pissed off. He would just be like,
They always get
on the keys
so
trying to log in. I'm like, bro, hitting them harder does not make it log in.
He would get so pissed.
So pissed.
When the internet was down. That shit was so funny.
That poor guy. He was a shitty cook, though. Remember the breakfast burritos that had eggplant in them that nobody fucking ate? And you got all pissed off that nobody ate his burritos.
No.
There were like 5 or 6 of them in the galley, like torn open on a plate, and like everything but the eggplant was pulled out of them. Somebody just like opened a bunch of them and took all the shit except the eggplant, ate it on the plate. Korea. I remember Korea walking around Green Street, and it was like big neon lit up showroom windows for like a department store, but it was just bitches in lingerie.
Man, yeah, bro, that shit.
And half those places, all the mama songs were like, I know, and they were like, whatever.
Bro, that shit blew my mind, actually, bro.
Just straight up, it's happening, just on the street. And not only is it happening on the street, they're not discreet. There are neon fucking lights going off, and they're trying to like grab your arm and pull you in and shit. Right. They were aggressive.
Like, I already gotten exposed to the whole like, like the fucking sex work situation and when we were in the Philippines, right? You know, like, but it was way different in Korea. Like when you're walking down the street and they're literally in the windows, they were like, just like chilling. Like, what the fuck is that? Like that, and when we go there during the day and it's just like
it's all shut up. There's nothing there.
It's a ghost town, bro. Like that shit blew my mind, man.
You go there at night, it's lit up like a fucking Sonic the Hedgehog and shit. Like, what the fuck did I just walk into? Like, all party.
Oh yeah, that shit was.
There was like a cop walking around doing nothing, just walking around looking at bitches in lingerie. Yeah, he's like, chill cop. I'd be doing the same shit.
No, I remember us asking about it. Maybe that was in Japan, but I asked about the police. Like, I asked one of the, either like the mama-sans or some dude that might have been out. And I was like, why are the police here? And they're like, for protection. And that even more blew my mind because I was just like, oh, fuck, well.
Yeah, well, Marine's gonna Marine, you know.
No, not even that. Just like the culture difference in the sense that like the cops are literally walking around this place where they're selling pussy.
Trying to keep the pussy safe.
To keep the pussy safe, right? You know, it's just...
That's good. They should, though.
Right, I agree. No, I agree.
That's what a cop should do. You should be like, you looked in the window, it's a $40 ticket. Like, yeah.
No, I mean just like in the sense that like, you know, he's just not prosecuting sex workers. They're literally there to protect the sex workers. Like, that's unheard of.
Yeah, right. Everybody's got to make a living.
Right.
Any jobs for everybody. I can't work at Samsung. I would kill myself in that factory. Fuck that.
Yo, Samsung's huge. You remember the Samsung presence there, bro? Like, we have to look up their symbol. They were on cars. I ain't never seen a Samsung car in my life.
They had Samsung fucking cars in Korea.
I was just like, what is that symbol? I thought like...
The SUVs were dope.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted one.
Yeah, they were pretty fucking fly.
I can't get one of these. There ain't no way.
Nah, that shit's Korean only, bro.
Crash ratings, no fucking way, bro.
I didn't know Samsung was huge like that, but yeah, it's Korean, so it makes sense.
It would have been like, now that I know what I know a little bit about phones there, it would be cool to like buy a Huawei phone and like bring it home and like have a badass Huawei phone and like paid $100 for it because like bought it off the street in Korea from the Samsung factory and like
fresh out the Samsung
you
factory.
can't have that, dude. The American government says they're spying on us. Give a fuck.
Like, all right,
so I don't know what kind of porn I'm looking at on my phone. I'll tell them.
All right, they ain't gonna find shit on my phone except just weird porn and that's it. They ain't gonna find nothing from me.
Pictures of my balls, maybe. That's how I'm feeling that day. Korea was a trip, man. There's a couple places on the beach we went to. Speaking of Black Panther, they shot part of Black Panther in Busan, South Korea.
What was it called? What was the street? We went and visited it. Remember? We went to it.
Yeah.
We went to it.
There's that main street over by the beach.
Yeah. It had like art and shit. It had like the stars on the floor and shit too, with the names on it, I think. It was like, so like Gukje Market?
Gukje Market, yeah.
Was that what it was?
Bro, I have the map.
Yeah.
I have the map. I have the transit map of Busan.
Oh, really?
Box too. Yeah, I could go get it. We could look through it. It had the names on it still. I put stars and shit places. Oh, 1 second, everybody. I'm going to get a map. Visual aid.
We're visual learners.
Very visual learner. Be patient with me.
Which is just a 2022 way of saying I'm a little fucking stupid.
I'm a visual learner.
Show me your titties. I'm a visual learner. I'm a little fucking smooth brain. While I just sit here awkwardly staring at Twitch.
What's up?
No, I'm just talking shit.
Yo, my Dragon Ball Z cards. How the hell is that? Oh shit, my bad motherfucker wallet.
Oh shit. I remember that.
I remember you didn't believe me that they were a thing, that you could just buy them on eBay. They sent you a link to one on eBay. You were like, shit, I'm buying this right now.
I did have that wallet for a while, didn't I?
Yeah.
I forgot about that actually. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't know where that thing went.
All right. I can't believe I kept this.
That's insane.
It was fucking. I hung it up on the wall in my barracks for a while, and then fucking. It got kind of tattered, and then when I moved into an apartment with my then wife, she was like, "I don't know what that is, but take it down." Yeah. So the ship was like.
I remember this bridge.
We went under this bridge, and the ship was like here. And then.
You can't see this.
Yeah, over here was like the mall, and then. I think. Yeah, it was Biff Square and the Group J Market, and then like right up here was like Green Street. And then, but we also went like fucking all the way over here to Guangali Beach, which is where all the stars and shit, the sculptures on the road and shit were. They have the cinema center and like, remember they had the big ass fucking Avengers building that we like rode by on the way to the mall?
Oh,
and a taxi one day? Yeah. Is that on this map? No. Anyway, yeah, I kept the bottom half because we didn't fuck around up here.
Yeah, we didn't go. Actually, we went. It was south north is how it was divided. No, or was it east west is how it was divided? You remember there was like
so. That's north.
Because we went to we went to well, you remember? You might not have went. It might have just been me, Heath, and someone else to the temple. Remember?
No, I went to the temple. I took pictures.
Okay, you were with us that day?
Yep. You went to the temple.
Or I think you might have went a different day than we went. Like the day before.
I went to a different temple because you guys went over here to like a temple all the way over here. It was like a long ass cab ride.
Yeah, it was a while.
And then me and Ponce and Senior Smith went like fucking up here to like a mountain fortress that I took a bunch of pictures at that got lost and aren't on Facebook. But yeah, that was cool. We rode the cable car down the mountain. It took like 45 fucking minutes. And you could see the entire city. And I was just like, Jesus, it goes until I can't see anymore because like it vanishes and there's more after that.
Right.
That's insane.
The city was huge, man.
Massive.
You remember almost dying in that cab ride? That dude got his car hit?
Yeah. The cab driver got hit by another driver and then like started like losing his shit and was like gonna beat the fuck out of this guy. Like, we should like fuck this. We got out of the cab, we started walking.
No, bro.
I didn't even pay the dude.
No, bro. It was like he chased him down for a while and then you remember he hit the traffic stop.
Yep.
The guy he was like yelling out the window trying to get the police officer at the traffic stop to stop the car. Of course the guy just lets him through and then he gets up and he tries to tell the police officer or the officer, maybe it's just like a security guard because he seemed like he couldn't be fucking bothered. He's like, I don't care. He's like, go. And so he just starts fucking zooming after this fucking guy with us in the back seat. You remember Heath was really losing his shit.
Heath was scared. I'm pretty sure I was laughing because I just couldn't believe what was happening.
I was just dumbfounded. I'm like, is this shit really happening right now?
You for real?
But Heath was
bro.
not all right, bro. I don't blame him though.
Scared. He had something to lose. I didn't have nothing to lose. I didn't have a life.
I was just like, I don't believe this shit.
Yeah, we went over to Guangali Beach and we drank at like 4 or 5 different bars there. And there was one of them. There was one of them where I got some really delicious like pizza tacos. And it was just me and Ponce, but you and Bonner like took a cab over and like met us there. I remember you look at me like, what the fuck are those? And I'm like, they're like pizza tacos? They're actually really fucking good. And they're like, you ordered some? Yeah, it's just like, yeah.
Bonner.
Bro,
Bonner's the local?
I have no idea what's up with Bonner. Yeah, I mean, the dude ain't on Facebook. No social media presence. I got as eccentric as Bonner is, I got better chance of contacting him by sending him a carrier pigeon than I ever would, or like recording a message for him on a VHS tape and like submitting it to Scarecrow Video.
No, I was hitting Bonner on Messenger. Yeah, and this was when I was in Everett, like around that time.
I don't know. Didn't he extend here?
I thought.
So he'd probably still in I'll have to ask Miller because he's the only one I know who's still in the Navy. Or if he's at NOPF still deployed or whatever. But
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I would have heard Bonner. No, there's no way.
He'd have done something really Bonnery and you'd have heard about it, you know? Bro, the day Bonner disappeared for 3 hours, and they're like, "Where were you?" He's like, "Oh, I went to my truck. I was reading a book in my truck." What do you mean you went to your truck? I mean, I didn't say I'd be right back. I mean, I said I was gonna go look for something there.
No, they told us to go. We were doing our checklist for the Flemish shit, and we had to get our registration. If you had a car, get your car registration.
Yeah.
And so they sent them to go get it. And he's like, "You didn't tell me I had to come back." You know, he was gone for like 3 hours. He's coming back finally after getting millions of calls because we were waiting on him to leave for the day. And he's just like, "Well, yeah, y'all told me to go get it, but you didn't tell me to come back."
And say like, "Come right back."
And then literally.
Senior Smith was just training that if we tell you to go get something,
it was
you gotta come
page 10 we had to sign, remember?
Yeah.
A page 10 that like you basically just had to use your fucking brain. But Senior Smith was like, "Okay, you know what?
That's clever."
He's like,
"You got me." We didn't tell you.
One Hopes was like, he ain't wrong, bro. We didn't tell him to come back. So he actually got away with that shit, bro. That was so fucking funny. A page 10 basically saying, use your brain.
Yeah, use your brain. If you gotta go get something, you have to come back to work. You can't just leave for the day. You're not on your schedule, you're on ours. Yeah, okay. Yes, Daddy Navy.
That was start from Senior Smith. He's like, "All right, it's my fucking page 10." He's like,
I'm gonna type this.
And he did. That was his.
Author. He made that.
That was literally for Bonner. Like, good job, Bonner.
Fucking Senior Smith, bro. I gotta message him sometime, see what he's up to. It's been a while since I talked to him. Damn it. He's at, he's teaching at the Naval War College in Connecticut.
Yeah, sounds right.
Yeah, like some shit he'd be doing, teaching people that outrank him shit they don't know how to do. Frustrated at their incompetence. Sounds exactly like him.
Funny dude, man. He's a funny dude.
I don't know if you were there. Fucking. We were being shadowed, and it was when VI was like just a thing. And like midnight during a storm, so like you can't see shit outside. We like just started getting shadowed, and NMPF was like, "We want pictures of the shadow." And Senior Smith is just like, "Is anybody there?" Like looking at the clock, like it's nobody there yet. Like you see like 3 fucking feet in front of you outside right now. We can take a picture of a shadow a mile away, and it was just like. I'll respond to this. And I was just like calmly explaining to them it's actually midnight and storming, and they're a mile away. They're only on the radar. I can send you a picture of the radar if you want, but that's all you're gonna get.
Just take a picture of the camera like this.
Just leave the lens cap on.
Just leave the lens cap on.
So here's your picture. We can't see anything. Yeah, no shit, man.
Put a
circle
circle
on it. What we tried to tell you for 45 minutes before you were like, I know better than you.
A fully black picture with just a random circle, white circle on it. There it is. Let their imagination do the rest. I can kind of see it.
Yeah, just
I can kind of see it there, you know?
Maybe we go around the watch floor for like 25 minutes, and then finally, like the next day, somebody like, "Hey, so would you make that all black photo I sent you?" What do you mean? This is a black square.
I know if it's me, bro. You know, come on, like if it's me getting that shit, like that's just all right. That's what it is. Okay, I can see it. Sure, that's it. Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, they said that's it. I'm putting it in that line.
Okay, bro, like,
so they said.
I got time for that shit, bro.
I ain't about to argue, man. Fuck it. Man. Good times and bad.
Did you finish? Completely different topic. Did you finish Edge Runners?
Yeah.
Yeah? What did you think of it?
I liked it. Pretty good. It was a very cyberpunk story. It was really, I mean, Night City, there's no good stories. There's no happy endings. Mm-hmm. I expected this.
All right.
I am thankful that you know, Edge Runners, like I said, is like shown light on, you know, the game and the lore and everything that I love.
Yeah.
You know what I really hate though? All the people like, uber fetishizing the lolly. I'm like, bro, I know they say she's 20.
Oh,
she looks like 11 years old.
Rebecca?
Yeah, like can y'all stop getting dick hard and like drawing her inappropriately? Man.
Oh, you mean them as in like
The fans. Yeah.
Oh, the fans.
Every Cyberpunk page I follow is just nothing but spam sexual Rebecca drawing.
Oh, no, I haven't seen
y'all, it's
that,
creepy.
actually.
Please quit.
Yeah, it just sounds. That's just typical.
I'm like Lucy, the faceless bitch, like looks of age. Like, why don't you draw some shit of them?
Because
they're already naked, like most of the show.
Because she looks of age.
Yeah, that's why anime boys don't like her. She looks legal.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything on that.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's the one thing I really hate. I made a joke post the other day that I was outraged about all the people pretending they like it because they like a cartoon. And then I summarized it up with it. Actually, it's like I'm just really happy that the game's finally getting the attention it deserved. And I've been playing it since day one. It's always deserved this much love. It's a great it's a fantastic game.
That game did not deserve that much love day one.
Artwork, bro. Piece of artwork. That's what they gave us.
That game. Now
I had very little bugs on my first playthrough.
But that's the thing, though, bro. That would make you.
I know that makes me unique, and I was like, I don't understand what everybody's talking about. Like, how is everybody T-posing in every mission? Like, are you doing this? Are you hacking to do this?
Bro, I was so gassed for Cyberpunk, and I was like willing to look through the bugs. Like, I figured it was gonna come out buggy.
Yeah,
I honestly did.
No,
but
like
Sky
Ties.
That shit exactly. Well, I mean, I wasn't.
Fallout 76.
I wasn't hyped at all.
But everybody was like, no, CD Projekt Red's different. No.
That's what I was saying. I was literally one of those people.
You understand? Like when they're making something, even if they know like it's gonna take like 8 more months for us to like actually make this shit playable, like the fans don't want to hear that. They want it and they want it now.
Well, it wasn't that.
Even if it's garbage, they want it.
Well, no, that's not what it was. That's not what it was. It was like the people upstairs at CD Projekt Red, like the business people pushing it out. The suits pushing it out. The developers were like constantly pushing back, saying this shit is not ready.
Broken as fuck, son. Really broken as fuck.
Yeah.
Bro, have you followed the ARG? ARG, alternate reality game. So it's like a thing that exists outside the game. It's like so there's like a mystery from Cyberpunk. Bro, I'll send you some videos later. It's deep, and it has been a solid 1.5 years since any updates were made. As deep as like people looking through the HTML source code of a web page to find secret messages and then translating them from what language they're in to
from
a
the
different
game?
one. Yeah, from the game to real life. Like there's an actual.
Is it like some fan shit or like some real shit?
No, this CD Projekt Red is behind us.
Oh, okay.
It's like remember the ARG with Trials?
No, I didn't know what a fucking ARG was until. I still don't know what the fucking it is.
Bro, I got some videos to send you. Fucking
you got the guy named Glizzy got there moving that shit around.
Bro, that's not a glizzy. Glizzy's a hot dog, for one thing.
Nah,
you a glizzy gladiator, bro? You a throat goat?
Nah. That's, maybe I'm mean fucking Facebook. That's what that shit is.
That's the toolie, bro. Gets work done.
Whatever you gotta call it, gets shit done. But no, tell me what this ARG is. What is this?
Fucking, I'll tell you what. I'll just play the video because I suck dick at explaining it, buddy. But this shit all started. Did you remember the game?
Yeah,
it's some shit like that. You know, all this kind of ARG shit has its roots in like the game and like that early '90s shit.
Right.
Like Message Boards, you know, like it's one of those, but like it goes deep. It's about like Sandra Dorsett's involved and fucking Mr. Blue Eyes is involved somehow. And there's this mystery we gotta solve. And the statues, the fucking Buddha holding planet's pink statue, like they mean something and we don't know what. And Mr. Blue Eyes and Paralze, all these people with these Jinguji rings, it means something. And we're all trying to figure out what it means. What? How the fuck is Cyberpunk ARG not?
Cause bro,
it's in my history.
How
is it not in my history?
I don't even know what this.
There was like a good long video I watched that explained it. I'll just pick one and hopefully it'll fucking
The main
Have you ever been
points.
playing Cyberpunk 2077, driving around Night City, and noticed one of these things? These rather massive, hulking statues that even sometimes have monks worshipping them. The statue itself is some kind of odd four-armed
If the
being
monks mean
holding what
something,
looks
they
like a
have the
blade,
rings
some
on.
kind of orb, and of
Fucking
course, the most
you remember
divine
the quest
creature,
with the princess, how they're being brainwashed?
FF065. What you may have not known
They're,
is
like,
this
replacing their
actually
memories.
source of the
It's all like Night Corp and the corporate and like aliens in the net and like rogue AIs like trying to become human, like the same way like Johnny's angry. It's all
deep. It spans
that's my
several
theory.
years.
It's all
At
deeply
this
connected.
point,
It's
City
rogue
Person
AIs and
commented on it
aliens
themselves,
on the
actually
net
teased us with some
trying
of the
to
recent updates
take
to the
physical
game,
form
and even made comments
as
to some of the
people, like the
quests in
same way that
Cyberpunk
Johnny's angry.
2077. So in game, there's actually 8 of these statues in
And then
total.
everything's
6
got
of these
something to
have been
do
here
with
since
it.
launch, and 2 were added with an update. The 6 main ones are largely in exterior locations.
We
You
haven't
find them
understood.
all
So all
over
the
Night City
text
in
at the
many
bottom of the
different
statue
districts,
is
and
like
at
the color
points
for
just on the
magenta.
street somewhere. Sometimes they have things
And we don't
built
know
around
that
them.
yet.
Sometimes they're
Yeah,
actually
we don't know
high
what
up
that
and
means
very
yet.
difficult to access.
But like Gary the
Unfortunately, they
Prophet
look
is
the same.
involved
At
because
least
he
the
gets
waist
kidnapped
up.
by the.
Each statue featuring 4 arms,
He's always
a sword, as well as
preaching
his
about
sword.
shit like
Of
wild
course,
shit about the
these
lizard
statues
people
do
with blue
have a
eyes.
very
But like
defined
he does
feature
get
that does claim
kidnapped
the
like by an
name of
invisible
his
EV,
history
like the
with
one you were chasing in the Bronx last month. It's all
These networks
connected.
are both connected to Arasaka, which could be another big hint. One is located in Corpo Plaza, and pretty easy.
See,
I've seen this one most often just when driving
Nah, I
down
need
the
answers for
street.
shit
And
like
the
this.
other
If I'm
one
gonna
is
start
only
off shit like
accessible-
this, like I need an
Bro,
answer.
there's a whole Reddit.
I need an answer.
Cyberpunk
Like,
ARG.
yeah, but it's
a whole
like
Reddit.
I need if I'm gonna start it, like I need an answer. You know what I mean?
Cyberpunk
Like I can't be like
2077 has a
saying.
massive
There you go, answer.
unsolved
Yeah, exactly.
mystery.
What a lot of that's
Part
been
about this
because of
being,
things
I
like
think
their
because
setbacks and
people
having to
on
fix
one
the game and
side
put
just
out that they haven't had time
forgot
to
about
dedicate
this,
to
and
the
then
ARG,
perhaps
but I'm
on the
hoping
outside
now
have
that
just never been
the
aware
game's
of it
almost
to
fixed, the
begin
final
with.
DLC.
Of course, to an extent, this is pretty understandable.
Tie this shit together. I wanna know, damn it.
2077, there are quite a few other things to talk about, which definitely seem to overshine some of the secrets that have been discovered and not actually solved. But in effect, what we're talking about.
Brain.
I don't give a fuck about your intro, bro. There we go. ARG recap.
You didn't want to hear about all the
We
other
got the
content he
first
has
real proper
available.
trailer
No,
of
just
the
take him
modern
for the stuff, bro.
Cyberpunk
He doesn't subscribe to the
2077.
warehouse
It was
project, so
huge.
he
Immediately blew
needed
up
to.
online on socials, and also that whole glitched into the presentation thing was pretty cool. And it also happened to take off the ARG. While all those codes were flashing on screen, some of these were actually codes for games on GOG that could be redeemed, but also in the mix was an IP address that led to a Quadra-themed website. Quadra being one of the vehicle companies you could find in Cyberpunk right now. This website featuring a default login and prompted you for a password. That password ended up actually being the license plate from the Quadra in the trailer. And once putting in this password and login, it did ask you for your email. And one of the interesting parts about this was it was actually a fairly small size. Unlike some other websites or passwords we'll talk about in this video, this one only let in a certain amount of people. And after a while, enough people putting in that password, it mentioned how a quota had been met. And later on, these people actually ended up getting a care package from CDPR that contained this shirt, which is pretty cool in its own right. You have a cool shirt that only a handful of people got, and you got it by being a part of the ARG.
I love
But
shit
even
like
further, this will come back
I'm not smart enough to
later,
figure it out,
and
but
it's
it's
worth
fine.
noting this ARG started all the way back in summer of 2018. It's been going on for a while. Now, a couple of months later, this image was posted up on Twitter. Some concept art
more
for
than
the
Black Hat.
game, and what you could find in
Yeah,
it
it's
was
an
a
image.
secret link that led to a couple of other images, and after some sleuthing, eventually led us all to a Trauma Team International website. On this website, you were greeted by a bot named David, who also gave out a limited number of codes that were deciphered and later input into the orders section of the website. So if you're one of the people to actually get a proper order number and input it, you also got an email from CDPR as one of the lucky few chosen. These people would later receive an email asking for their address where they would get a second care package, but also 2 attachments were on this email. One of them being an invoice for their Trauma Team life insurance order, as well as a new cipher. And what was found that using this cipher, as well as those t-shirts previously distributed, it revealed the word Monday. This is a very famous Monday in August, as it happened to be the Monday where the 48 minutes of gameplay was officially released to the public. And there are a few minor things to be found along with the stream and the gameplay, but it was mostly just nice gestures and kind words from CDPR, nothing super cryptic. And honestly, at this point, things got pretty quiet. quiet. We're now 2 months into the ARG, but we didn't get the next major update until a full year later, during E3 2019, where this tweet was sent out. This clearly being coded in that the samurai was made up of 0 and 1s, this being binary, and if you translated that into letters, you would get, seems you're not among the sheep after all, want to play a game, watch for the beeps. Shortly after that message was discovered, the pre-order page for Cyberpunk 2077 was updated. What you could find is by the Cyberpunk logo, a flashing blue light seeming to be the beep. This flashing ended up eventually being discovered to be Morse code, and the Morse code was translated into these coordinates. These coordinates leading us to the LA office of CD Projekt themselves, an actual physical location that people went to, and on the door of the office they found this QR code. This QR code leading to another new website with Oramus, which had a secret download link by clicking the S in the website's name as it appeared on screen, which would immediately download a password-protected RAR file, some kind of zipped file that needed a password to unlock. Quickly it was discovered that Johnny Silverhand was the password, which led to a second password-protected RAR file, as well as another kind message from CDPR for those participating. And about 1 month later, we got a tweet from one of the community managers that was mysterious, so people immediately tried this as a password, and it worked. What we found was a file called 4035, a series of number in that text document. If you convert 4035 from an octal number format to a more common decimal number format, it would change the 4035 to 2077, which is the big clue that that's what you had to do with all of these numbers. So if you did it for the rest of the numbers in this file, it would give you this assortment of numbers, not really meaning much, but if you converted these numbers to letters based on their corresponding place in the alphabet, so a 1's an A, a 2 is a B, you would get Ping Tech Torn. And if you rearrange that, you could eventually land on nightcorp.net. Although I briefly am going over this in like 30 seconds, you have to imagine there was a lot of work going into deciphering this and figuring out what exactly all of this meant.
Not very good, dude, actually.
Probably not. And a list of numbers. And from here, things definitely get a bit more intense. So nightcorp.net at first glance is just a largely standard website. No real functional buttons, as well as a background that is just an anagram for Nightcorp, different spellings of the word. It seemed like there wasn't much going on here at all, except if you left this website open, you would eventually hear a sound. And in fact, over time, different sounds would play at different intervals. And to make a long story short, over a 24-hour period, the website actually played 13 different sounds. What these were discovered to be were numbers in 13 different languages. And again, this is another one that took a while to figure out. Some of these sounds had giant gaps between them, the longest being 156 minutes in between sounds being played. So people had to just sit here all day and listen and record. These numbers eventually being discovered to equal a Polish telephone number. And upon calling the telephone, you would hear this. As I'm sure many of you realize, that was a phonetic alphabet. So you form an U, and if you applied that, you would get a Reddit-style username, /u/u corpthing, which did equate to a Reddit account that was recently created. On the first day, this account answered a couple of questions, but nothing really ARG related. But a couple of months later, in September of 2019, he did start talking about Nightcorp. Corpthing saying how he works for Nightcorp, but he can't talk about what he's working on because it's a top secret project, and he could in fact be killed for just reaching out to civilians around it. But in fact, how there'll be tests around the project. Some people were already tested and failed, some found the clues and are on the list, but how that's all he could tell us for now. Then talking about how Sandra Dorset wants Nightcorp to fail, and how Sandra Dorset apparently escaped the hospital recently. Sandra Dorset, as you probably remember, being that character we saved at the start of the 48-minute gameplay, and actually being a fully fledged character in Cyberpunk 2077 now with the full game. And shortly after this message was sent by the Reddit user Corpthing, a user named Sandra D joined the Discord where a lot of this decoding was going on to give further clues. We also saw a full post by the Nightcorp Reddit account. Both of these clues helped with solving a recently published Sudoku puzzle by the Cyberpunk Twitter account, which eventually led to another message. So thus far, the relevant elements are both Sandra Dorset as well as Nightcorp, both being things we could see in game, but this is where we really enter into the final stage of the ARG. In October of 2019, Sandra Dorset returned on Discord to type out this cryptic code, which was pretty easily deciphered into just being netlock, Netwatch, and using the term Netwatch and doing a domain search, eventually the website netwatch-ncpd.com was discovered. And shortly thereafter, several YouTubers actually started receiving packages related to the ARG and seemingly having a key for this website. I was fortunate enough to actually be one of the people to receive these packages back in December of 2019. And to simplify things here, each of the packages contained 5 envelopes, these being 4 codes and 1 final answer. And of course, over time, all of these were figured out. Some of the codes were things like riddles, typical ciphers, and even some power completion stuff. And then with the 5th envelope, what you had was a QR code. And using the solutions from the first 4 envelopes, you could finish the QR code, and scanning this QR code would bring you to a sublocation on the Netwatch website, netwatch-ncpd.com/archives. This provides you with full-on username and password login. This is where the important stuff happens. After all of that, a year and a half of work going to physical locations, physical packages being sent out, as well as numerous ciphers, codes, and websites, all we had to do was find a username and password. And, well, that's actually where this stops, or at the very least, all that's been discovered thus far, as nobody's ever been able to log into this website. Now, the timing on this could be relevant to why another clue didn't come quickly thereafter. This final clue with the envelopes and this website were discovered in December of 2019. Of course, in January of 2020, a little over a year ago now, we saw the first delay for Cyberpunk. And although users kept searching for clues over the first few months of that year, shortly thereafter, a community manager did confirm that the ARG was somewhat on hold at the time. And initially, my video was going to really stop here, talking about how CDPR ran an ARG for a year and a half and then kind of forgot to keep updating it. But that's actually not the case, it seems. As we heard later in December from a community manager again, that the ARG wasn't done yet, and even further tweets from an employee at CDPR mentioning how there were still some undiscovered things in the game. So seemingly this ARG isn't dead, it's just having a year-plus long hiatus, or perhaps this next clue has simply not been found yet. And this is where we get into a different mystery, or perhaps the same one that's just getting continued. There's several mysterious quests in Cyberpunk 2077 that we're going to talk about here that all have a bit of a connective tissue. One aspect about them or another that is easily missable, but actually makes it seem like all of this is leading to one larger story. The very important part about all of this is it even has a connection to the ARG overall. And I do really want to reinforce that, although it seems to me at least somewhat likely there's a connection between these in-game quests and this in-game mystery and the ARG, because they talk about some of the same stuff, Sandra Dorset, Night Corp, etc. It technically could end up being 2 totally separate things. By the way, our story here starts with Sandra Dorset. Sandra Dorset, of course, being a key character during that ARG. We heard how she hacked into that account, actually left messages as clues on Discord servers during the ARG, and her official background is she was a Night Corp employee, which Night Corp hosted several of the websites we go to during this ARG. So in-game, after saving Sandra in the info, later on you could actually get a side quest to retrieve her databank. This is right on top of another gig, so you typically will be doing this other gig and actually just get the prompt to retrieve Sandra's databank. And at this location, it was seemingly stolen by scavs. That was what we were saving her from in the beginning. And although you can't just bring it back to her without looking into it, you also have the opportunity to decrypt it here and read it. Where it does read, for Night Corp internal use only, the tests have come back successful. The artificial intelligence CN07 has proven itself capable of bypassing commercial, device-specific, and macro security systems accessible to Night Corp employees of the lowest ranks. None of the test subjects were aware that this experiment was being conducted on them. In compliance with the orders it was given, CN07 focused mostly on subject HK13, which at the time of the experiment's commencement was classified as calm and empathetic. After a period of subliminal conditioning, as we predicted, HK13 began to display acute psychopathic behavior. The highlight was a dispute over coffee, during which HK13 strangled one of their colleagues, then jumped out the 16th floor window of the research facility. We will soon commence the next phase of the procedure and install CN07 onto the device for our actual target. So in effect here, what's going on is Night Corp is developing an artificial intelligence that can be used to control the minds of humans. In the Shard, what we're finding out is they're using it on some of their lower ranked employees and seeing what kind of behavior changes they can yield. With this one employee seemingly entering into cyberpsychosis and doing some rash and completely insane things. In the context of the larger quest with Sandra's Dorset, basically she stole this from NetCorp and is potentially going to use it to expose them.
Also, his body
two options as to how to handle this. You could kill her, you could just move on and leave her be. And also, if you read around her apartment, you could tell she is extremely nervous. Not only does she have her own turret installed, but she's worried NetCorp is listening or following her. And this is a great starting off point as far as these in-game quests go, because it seems like this really does connect to the ARG in a very direct way. If you look back at those Discord messages from Corbett, they describe how NetCorp is working on a top secret project, how there will be tests. Some were already tested and failed. Some found the clues and are on the list. It's all I can tell you for now. Seems like this is very directly referencing the mind control project, and perhaps Sandra Dorset is one of the employees on that list. And even perhaps a bit more evidence that there is very much so something to this.
I showed you the video about the
manager
trials.
tweeted out this picture of Sandra back at the end of 2020. Somebody replied to it saying, "I'm so glad this was there. Finally met the one that drove us a bit crazy." This seemed to be in reference to some of those messages left by Sandra that people are trying
Trials,
to
the fun, goofy, mobile-esque dirt bike game, has a massive underlying mystery. It has been solved.
That's so funny.
This does
I know.
lead somewhere. And it's not totally clear where this questline or story will go, but it does.
Yeah, so that's pretty much where we've been since a year ago on the ARG. It's coming up on 2 years.
That's crazy. It's nothing come out with like edge runners. Like you would think, like they would have maybe released something with like edge runners or like the big content.
Oh, I'm sure there's things in Edge Runners. Something somebody found recently that we don't know if it's connected or not is sorry. We found it. I don't give a shit. Look at that guy here, bro. This thing was free. All I had to do was go pick it up. Fucking Facebook Marketplace, dude. But yeah, fucking someone noticed that in a lot of scenes in Edge Runners are incredibly similar to the different tarot cards you collect in the game for your eyes bugging out. We have no idea if it's connected or not. Trials.
So like
Edge Runners only takes place like 1 year before Cyberpunk 2077. Like when David dies, it's like 2076.
Yeah,
when he dies.
mega building that David and his mom lived in, it's in the game and it's under quarantine. It's like it's locked down, you can't get in. It's got banners all around it and shit. It's neat. Yeah.
The Trials games are genre-bending platform, physics hell, puzzle bike games that have
They're
players
kind
controlling the
of different level
motorcycles, traversing
autism
the
you
scenes
gotta
of
have to even
obstacles.
think about
The
some of this
developer
shit
Red
while
Links
playing this
surely
game.
loves
Right.
presenting its fans
Like-
with challenges.
Like, what would you even ever
But
think
challenging
about?
the players
Yeah,
in
well, I've never been playing a video game and been
Trials
like,
HD released in
I wonder if these
2009 was
noises
known to
are
have
Morse
an
code.
elaborate ARG or
no,
reality.
fucking idiot plays
When Trials Evolution dropped in 2012, players naturally expected another ARG, and they got one. An expansive, globe-trotting, century-spanning alternate reality game. One that I won't even be alive to see the conclusion to.
No, that was cool.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Deep Cuts, a show that examines lore, backstories, and the
Get your face off the
message on the
screen.
plank. Though the final message on the plank was just a bunch of gibberish, likely a code that needed to be deciphered. Member of the Red Links community forums, Murdoch Locke, was able to decipher the coded message after doing some research on Visionaire ciphers. Basically, if one word is cracked, then it's possible to translate chunks of the remaining coded message. Working his way backwards through the message through sheer persistence and a whole lot of luck, the code was eventually cracked. In-game set to 0 from the game options. Nature calls with Scorpion. Start and pass the first checkpoint, leap from the rock, and stop on the next rock. Push the right stick up, down, up, down, left, right. These were a series of very specific
Just
instructions
whatever.
of things
Yeah,
to do in the
whatever.
game. Nature Calls was the name of a new track on the
I'm good for whenever, but
and the
just
Scorpion, the name of one of the planks.
just checking it.
Once properly executed, the camera pans, day turns to night, and a strange
It's good
song
how
plays.
you are. I was never a good husband.
Well, your wife wasn't a great wife.
It takes two, you know? I mean,
Nah, we ain't gonna hold you on that one, bro. We're gonna give you a pass on that one, regardless. Just try to kill you. Make you wet.
yeah, it's kind of like unforgivable. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on with This is the one I thought was crazy. Anyway.
FixedPatternEncodes.com. When the
Anyway,
URL
the
was
song's
discovered,
limited some
it looked
shit
like
that makes
this.
the URL that
Not
looks
much
to
at
this.
first glance, but the community knew that there
That's
was
crazy.
more
I
to
didn't even know that
it.
these existed.
Access
Well, like I kind of did,
this page to
but
retrieve
like
the
not.
background
Well,
image.
actually not with
When
games.
Larry-
No.
There are
Like,
some
they make
entire
Photoshop
YouTube channels that are
playing in
just
a
graphics of an
filter.
ARG.
Resulted in this.
That's
Google
crazy.
is an amazing thing.
Like, I wonder what other games like have
And
that.
an
Like,
excerpt from a poem written
going
by
on.
a Roman
You're
philosopher.
right. Remember when like
Titus
Easter eggs in
Lucretius
games were like,
Paris.
developer get a funny picture behind this rock.
This is where
Let the
progress
camera
stopped.
see it.
Until 3 weeks later, when the website fixpatternencodes.com published a new
Be an
image.
expert in cryptology.
And then a day
to
later,
get
the
the full
published another
experience, and then you gotta
A
wait
day
1,000
later,
years for
another
a time capsule to open.
actually, I do know one of these. Do you remember
Each of the images were scientific
Public
in
Realm
nature,
Test for
and turns out
Silent
each
Hill?
represented an individual.
Oh, PT.
PT?
Yeah.
That's like
Again,
that was
this
like my
is
first experience with like anything like
days.
that. Like
By
PT,
the end
that
of
was
the
like
last day,
real cryptologists like
Fixed
on
Pattern
that shit.
Encodes had a series of
Didn't
images
PT
and a
wasn't
box
PT an
with
Easter
words.
egg in a different
Using the
game?
first
No,
layer,
PT
looks like you had to unlock.
scientists nailed
Nah,
a
PT
basic
was a,
substitution cipher.
It was supposed to be a demo for
Big
Silent
freeze.
Hill.
Silent Hill,
Which we were
so they just released
This was
a
the
like
correct answer.
like, just
Also,
like a playable
theory
demo,
regarding
like on the same
fate of
engine.
the universe.
It's
The
Silent
correct
Hill
answer was
was
input on October
but it
9th,
ended up being like this.
2013.
I don't know, it was just like this mind fucking that made no sense.
PS3s with PT still installed and selling for like thousands of dollars.
Yeah, because they took it off. Yeah, they took it off.
FixedPatternNetworks.com was updated
Reverse
again.
engineer that code.
This was the
For
last time it was
GOG
updated
for free or
in
some shit.
still
And they get immediately sued by
4
Konami.
locations, GPS coordinates.
What are you gonna sue me for? All my nothing?
I never had it. I don't even think there was like an ending to that before they like.
As well as the
I
advice.
think they were supposed to like pick it up with Silent
Hold
Hill,
on to what you
and
find.
Silent Hill ended up
Don't
being
use it.
canceled.
Pass it
Norman
on.
Reedus.
San Francisco, Bath, Sydney, Helsinki.
But I don't know.
Suggesting
Yeah, actual coordinates to like realize it. Remember like geocaching?
the community
Yeah.
set out.
This is some
San
kind of some shit like that.
Yeah.
The city grows around me while I wait above and watch. I
And
lie
like
here
actually look
silently
like
through
buried
the
shit.
fog tides. Under
That's
snow
great.
rock,
You know what happened? Buried capsules,
through our lives.
hoping they'd still be there when this shit went off.
Right, one of those like
Did somebody figure this shit out?
Right, if someone stumbles on this on accident, picks it up, your whole thing's
Alongside a
fucked up.
wall.
Right?
Sydney. We never met 1759, but we'll meet on the 28th of July, 2061. 60 centimeters deep into a rectangular hole that is 1 meter off the ground in a sandstone wall. Helsinki was a bit more peculiar. Even the page on fixedpatternencodes.com had Helsinki in larger font at the top of the page. Well, it turns out, Trials developer Red Lynx is based out of Helsinki, Finland. Going to the address listed on the site and following the instructions led to the office of a Finnish gaming magazine. The Red Lynx community member Danil was the first to arrive, at which point he was handed a metal plate and 3 pieces of paper. The papers were apparently
There you go, fuck off.
300-year-old financial documents, and one was clearly a map of some sort. The metal plate contained another set of GPS coordinates, which took him across Helsinki. In each city, a small chest was found containing a key and a small metal plaque. The box in Helsinki also contained the same chest and key, as well as a pocket watch with an engraving.
Go find a box, dipshit. Alright.
Now that the community has the 4 keys in its possession, the next logical question
But you gotta
is,
teach this man
what do
about
these
lip
keys
syncing
unlock?
and lighting.
As I mentioned, each chest came with
You
a
don't
key
do
and a metal
lighting,
plaque.
bro.
The metal plaques
Lighting's
state,
bad.
midday in the year 2113, first Saturday in August. One of the 5 keys will open the box underneath the Eiffel Tower.
So now we gotta wait
So
till
this poses a couple
2113
glaring problems.
to finish
The first
the
and
trials
most
there, G.
instantly noticeable, the year 2113.
I don't know what's in the box, but we're gonna find out.
Everybody
If
involved
anybody
in
remembers.
unraveling this mystery
That is
will not be
ridiculous.
alive in the year
Or
2113.
2113.
Unless humans reach transcendence and live in the technological.
Bro, the Nickelodeon fucking time capsule's still buried.
Bodies, but odds are.
But like, that's Nickelodeon, not like
Yeah, right.
a fucking video game company, bro. Like, what makes you think that you're
Nickelodeon
gonna...
Studios isn't even there anymore. It's still a fucking time capsule buried on their property.
Right, bro, no one's gonna get that shit.
Takes on a whole
It's gonna get forgotten about like this shit.
to pass it on to
We're
future.
gonna try to build some condos in 4 years. You're like, what the fuck is this? Reddit? Who the fuck are Reddit
Music
City?
Channel University of
Yeah.
Trials interviewed Red Link's creative director, Antti Lesuo, who confirmed arrangements have been made. There will be something to open under the Eiffel Tower in August 2113.
Oh, so they got it set up.
Insanity.
Oh, it's set up, yeah.
But there's still
set
one
up
more
and paid for it. It's gonna happen. I don't know.
Okay.
First Saturday in August.
because paperwork can get funneled
5
between
keys
them.
Oh, yeah, I know.
open the
Like,
blocks
what?
Yeah,
underneath
definitely will
the
be a
Eiffel
different
Tower.
reward that ends
San Francisco, Bath, Sydney, Helsinki.
Yeah.
Last I checked, there were 4 physical
And
keys
that
in
fun little
possession.
dirt bike game with that balance.
April 15th,
Oh, 'cause somebody
2014.
turned all the music all the way off.
This time around,
Heard weird
trials didn't
sounds
seem to
translated
contain
into a
a
message.
crazy alternate reality game, and quite frankly, it'd be kind of weird if it did, due to the complete
Bro.
utter lack of closure.
This is what I mean by like the internet's undefeated. Like, remember when Shia LaBeouf did that shit? This fucking he will not divide his shit.
If you're familiar
And he
with
put
the
his flag up
translation
with his
alternate
fucking
reality game.
camera live stream on it. And fucking Reddit found that shit in like 9 hours every time he did it and fucking his flag up just because they didn't like how smug he was.
Except,
Bryce did a great video about that too. It's called The Triggering of Shia. He covers every single time he's done one. How 4chan fucked it up every time.
At this point,
Weaponized autism. My favorite phrase from that.
Nearly 5 years removed from the last development in this alternate reality game. Likely
The
none
internet
of us
will
will ever
always
see
get
the
confused.
conclusion, or perhaps there's an oversight, and the phrase on the metal
Always,
plaques
bro.
isn't as literal
So
as
quick.
everyone is making it out to be.
They're so
As
quick
Einstein
with it.
said, time is an illusion.
And nothing safe.
No, nothing said. It could come for you at any moment.
Any
Like, well,
point.
I'm fucked. You got me. You know?
At any point, just one foul pick, you hit the internet, bro. And it's just, bro, you're on Facebook.
Right.
You're
What's
on
up, Eververse?
Facebook.
Welcome
You're
back to my
on
channel. Today I'm going to be on
Hopefully
NBA
good
2K.
Well, I'm kind of out of shit to talk about. But I feel like that ends the podcast. Remember, like and subscribe. We're going to do more of these and stuff. And now that I know Johnson doesn't live as far away as I thought he did, yeah, we're going to do some more with Johnson sometime. We're definitely going to be doing some about the Fantasy NBA League and the basketball season.
Maybe. I
Maybe
need to check.
possibly.
I'm not guaranteeing you a spot. I need to make sure first. But
No, even if I'm not in it, you can come on here. We can talk about it. I don't
Oh, yeah,
care.
for sure, for
Vent to
sure.
me, bro.
Or we can fucking just like hop in like there's plenty of like online. You should hop in like an online one. Me and you hop in like maybe just our rando one.
Let's hop in some rando shit.
Well, there's plenty of like just random ones that are out there like open for like whatever.
3 to 5
Get in and talk
members.
shit in some fucking message boards,
Yeah.
bro. I don't know. Up to you. But I'll definitely check to see if there's that spot.
I mean, I definitely think we should like hang out and watch some NBA games this year.
Definitely.
Especially if like Chicago and LA play, which is unlikely because they're in different conferences. But
Yeah.
once a year maybe.
I'll play
Jordan. Kobe.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh, did you see there was one last thing, guys. There was a video that went around on Facebook, and it was the Bulls Summer League game or something. And the dude was sitting in the crowd, and he had a very obviously not officially licensed Michael Jordan jersey, and the announcers just went to roast this man. Like, oh, he paid $29.99 for that, right?
Yeah, leave that man alone, bro.
It says Michael Jaden. Mac Ultra Dude.
They haven't seen how much them real Michael Jordan jerseys be costing. That's why.
That's again like that Kobe jersey I got. That's just knockoff. Like, I haven't paid no officially licensed.
That was
money
in
for that.
Tesco?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
at the jersey. That was fuck, that's
That was the jersey.
regardless.
That's what I got. That it's the only thing hanging up in the closet. All of my other clothes are in the closet, but they're just on the floor.
You could put that on the floor, but that should have to be hung up for sure.
What I wanted to do is I wanted to take that in my Roethlisberger, even though he sexually assaulted that chick in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's
Uh, jersey, and I wanted to get, I think, a Michael Jordan jersey, and I wanted to have them framed and hang them up somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere. I need it, bro. As much as like my career at NOPF was much like Allen Iverson's career in the NBA, I feel like I should have an Allen Iverson. Remember when I was telling you about how I got traded to a new career? I was like, shit, bro, I'm on the Nuggets now. Like, I was sending you memes and shit. I was sending you pictures of AI and a Nuggets shirt, and you're just like,
Yeah, bro, that was fresh off that mission when you were giving mad disrespect to the fucking Nuggets.
they're like, yeah.
You were giving mad disrespect to the Nuggets, bro, and I had after that, I'm like, they're clean, bro. They're one of the nicest, underrated teams.
Bro, like,
NBA.
you had to school me because I forgot.
You forgot.
I remember watching the NBA during that time, and I just completely forgot how stacked the 07-08 Nuggets were, bro.
Melo was a real shooter, and AI, JR, bro.
JR and Kenyon Martin
Yeah.
and fucking Marcus Camby's a solid center. I mean, at the time, yeah, shit.
Yeah, they were a good
I think
fucking
even their
squad.
bench was good. And then, yeah, they went and fucked the whole thing up and they traded for Chauncey Billups. And, well, Denver still never won a title. As far as I know, I think they ever won.
Wait, nah.
And Denver's never won a title. Not in the NBA.
Nah, yeah, you're right. Nah, I'm thinking Jokic. Jokic won MVP. That's what it was.
Yeah, and then he punched Chris Paul in the mouth.
Yeah, it's probably he might get MVP.
He punched Chris Paul in the face.
Nobody
Chris Paul frustrated the shit out of that man. I used to hate Chris Paul like as a player because of shit like that. But now that like he's like 39 and like still doing this shit, like I have mad respect for Chris Paul. I want so badly for Phoenix and Chris Paul to get his ring. And then last year they were up against Milwaukee and it just didn't happen. And I was like, I think it's gonna happen for you, Chris.
I want Chris Paul to get a ring, bro. I do
Yeah.
want Chris Paul to get a ring. I think he deserves it. I don't really like Chris Paul as a player, to be honest, but I think I can respect his game and like his impact, and I think he deserves a ring. You know what I mean? In that sense,
Yeah.
Like
He's put in the work.
Everyone's put it in the work, but I just mean like it would be. It's the only thing missing from like his
resume,
his resume, right?
His Hall of Fame resume.
Right. Well, no, he's a Hall of Fame point guard. Period.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. Period. Yeah. We'll fucking go.
But man, you know, old inside the NBA shows and guys sitting around in a round table and give each other shit about rings.
Oh yeah.
Kevin Garnett's be like, whatever, I got one.
Charles don't even show up those nights, bro.
No, Charles don't go to those.
Charles don't show up. He's like, I ain't trying to hear it. He's like, fuck you, Shaq.
Yeah. Oh fuck, I love shows like that. Guys talking about shit. That's so good. Basically, just a 30-minute podcast.
Oh yeah.
Yo, fucking All the Smoke with Matt Barnes and who's the other guy on All the Smoke? Basketball podcast. Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes. They do a basketball podcast.
I see clips from it. I don't watch
great, dude.
I see a lot of clips from it though. They talk about. I like Matt Barnes' perspective on a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I like getting players' perspectives.
I like Matt
shit.
Barnes because when he found out that his wife cheated on him with Derek Fisher, he drove to LA with the intention of killing Derek Fisher. He was just, I'm just gonna murder him. He's just like, that's Matt Barnes. What they do on my team.
Fucking Matt Barnes.
Yeah. I think he's got a better woman now. Derek Fisher does not.
Derek Fisher. What the fuck's Derek Fisher gonna do? Was he the coach for a while?
He was a coach for a little bit. He was a WNBA coach more than that, and then he got fired from that. And I don't know, he might be on ESPN now. ESPN loves pretty washed up has-beens who never was out of whatever the fuck they're doing, playing golf, to come talk about some shit they don't understand.
You mean like Shaq and Chauncey and Charles?
No. I'm not talking about the guys that are worth a damn and actually prove themselves in the game. I'm talking about why in the fuck is Kendrick Perkins on TV, Johnson? You know what I mean? You know, like,
you're right.
why is Skip Bayless on TV? You know, what the fuck did Skip Bayless ever do? Like, I said, Skip and Shannon, like, okay, Shannon Sharp fucking played in the NFL. Shannon Sharp was an elite player, man. Like, he can understand some shit. Why in the fuck did you?
It's because Skip is very, very he's very, what's the word? Controversial, you know? He brings a lot of views. He brings a lot of hate. Hate brings views. Hate gets people talking. Like, yeah, just the other month, he said that shit about Bronny,
just like
Jr.
Fox News or CNN. The hate gets people talking. Hate gets people watching. We want to make him hate stuff.
Bronny threw down this fucking disgusting one-handed dunk, and then like he goes out and tweets some shit like, "Oh, nice dunk! I seen your dunk. Your dad would have dunked it with his left though," or something like that. And people were just at his neck, and I'm just like, bro, if you hate Skip Bayless, just do what other people do, the smart people do, just literally just pretend he doesn't exist.
I do more often than not pretend he doesn't exist.
Just pretend he doesn't exist.
Most sports commentators I pretend don't exist, except for the very brief time I saw them on TV while I worked in the ARO, little convenience store at ESPN. It was either that or the History Channel. I only got like 2 channels.
Right.
I was like,
Well, you
I'm
can't
watching
get away from
American
Skip.
Pickers again.
I can't get away from Skip.
I can only watch these guys buy old oil cans so fucking much before I lose my shit. That's for $75. To who? Who the fuck? Who? Who's paying them for a fucking old oil can that you fucking cleaned? Fuck you, dude. Hipsters. I fucking hate hipsters, bro. So I have an old Pennzoil can. I'm gonna show it. I actually do. It's mint, bro. It's right down there with the TV stand. I fucking love Penn. I'm a really like those Pennzoil whore. Pennzoil, you should sponsor me. Also, NOS energy drink. Fuck Monster.
Fuck Monster.
Fuck Monster, bro.
That's like the most un-Kyle shit I've ever heard a Kyle say ever.
That's the thing. Why doesn't NOS on board with this? I am the anti-Kyle. Don't drink Monster. Fucking drink NOS, like me, Kyle. And stop punching walls, dude. Drywall's expensive.
That shit ain't that expensive. Keep punching them bitches, bro.
That's just really not. Dude,
If
were you there that night? Mike Lee kicked a hole in the barracks wall. Oh my god, bro. Fucking that dude construction in the barracks. And he's like, I said, we went way over what we said we were. Anyway, They were doing construction in their barracks. Remember, they just like exposed sheetrock in a couple places to like patch walls
I
and
remember
shit.
that, bro.
And he got so drunk, he was all like purple faced and shit. And he
was just going
went to
flying
take
down
him
the
home,
stairs.
and he just like jumped downstairs and ran. And we like went to go grab him, and he was on like the next floor down. He's like, "Hey guys, check this out." Like right into the drywall. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck back in!" No.
I thought he ran it, like kicked it, like he was running down the steps. He like flew.
After we took him back to the room, we like calmed him down and like gave him water. We were gonna take him back to his barrack. He did it again at the bottom of the steps, threw open the door and kicked all the way through. I think into someone's barracks room.
Nah, it was like
Someone who just got woken the fuck up. Like, whose foot is this? Like, no, he did. He kicked hardcore through all, and he was like, oh, and he was just like, and look, walked out calmly, like way too calmly. Like, you know, when you tell your friend, like, hey, man, be cool, we get pulled over. It's just like,
There was just
Like, that was
fucking
my-
drywall
yes.
everywhere.
dust, drywall, everything. And like the next day, there's like a piece of caution tape, like taped over.
Yep.
So it's like, watch out, hole.
Fucking barracks, man.
We had no fire extinguishers.
No, bro, that place
Did you
is
notice
a whole
that?
hazard.
There were like boxes for fire extinguishers everywhere.
I never believed that
They're
those
all empty.
sprinklers work, bro. I never believed for a
They didn't.
second that those.
I
sprinklers
found out from a BPO. I was like, yeah, your sprinklers don't work.
Yeah.
Like, and we have no fire extinguishers. Like, yeah, like, so what do we do if the barrac's on fire? I'm like, you just die.
It's fucking died. That's it.
Yep.
Nah, I mean, we knew the alarms worked. I got kicked out of my room a few times for the alarm. Well, one time. The one time I decided to actually leave when it went off. Every time after that, I'm like, bro, I'm on the first floor, bro. If this bitch goes down, I got the window right here.
Right
Worst
here,
case.
bro. I would pop that screen out like,
I'll just like, I'll fly through this motherfucker. I'm good, but I ain't getting out of this bed.
yeah.
It ain't happening.
Oh, bro, that was the best when they tried to do like fire drills and shit. I remember they tried to do a fire drill one time on the boat, and I just didn't.
Yeah.
I just stayed in bed. I just didn't. And they were like, "Oh, you missed fire drill. We're all looking for it." I was like, "Oh yeah, I didn't make it.
I think I remember
I
that.
died.
I think I might
I had
remember
my
that.
smoke inhalation. Fucking got me, bro. I died right here."
He was like, whatever you want to role play. I died. I got hit by a shark.
Burn, smoke inhalation.
I don't know, bro. I was sleeping.
Boat sank. I was on it. I don't know. I
I
never
was-
woke up. Earplugs. Fucking pick a reason I died. Like, what would you do if the boat was actually on fire? I'd probably just fucking die, man. I gotta be honest. Being a life raft with some of you guys for the next however many days, I would rather just die.
Yeah, it's probably just go down with this.
I want to go down. I want to go out quick. I'm gonna hit myself in the head with something real hard and just try to die. I'm gonna swim toward the prop. Hopefully, while it's still spinning. Cut my ass in half, please. Yeah. Anyway, that was the weekly-ish podcast. We sort of do them whenever Fridays, Saturdays. I don't know. Dirks isn't here. He's busy buying a JDM Classic. Love you, Dirks. He's gonna edit this. He'll see this. He'll see all
Dirk,
this.
you need to hit me, bro. Or I need to hit you.
Yeah, hard. You guys need to hit each other hard. You're gonna bare knuckle box.
I need to. I'm gonna text him. Soon.
All right.
Man. You be playing on Steam?
He plays some things. A lot of Elden Ring. Yeah, he's into those Dark Souls and shit like that.
Not big
Fuck,
fan.
what is he been
No,
doing? No, because he's busy.
Yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, you said
That
12.
and shit,
12 is right, fuck, bro.
I don't even like play shit.
I don't either. I don't even know why I'm talking. It's just like
Yeah.
the only recreational activity I have is just fucking game in my little bit of free time. I guess I kind of enjoy coding, but that's just different. I guess.
Well, it's like, I mean, I enjoy like rebuilding an engine. I'm sure to some people that just looks like work, but to me, it's just I enjoy it. It's nice.
But the thing is, like, you also do that for work, so like, right?
Yeah.
So like, you don't. That's not like
What
a
I don't
recreational
like about
time.
work, the only thing I really don't like about work is that I go to work and I look like this, and when I come home, I look like a coal miner from Sierra Leone. I'm the blackest man when I come home, and if you're, I'm not one of those people, but if you are one of those people who is like averse to showering, like you don't like to do it like every day, every other day, like yeah, fuck that. If you're a diesel tech, you need to shower like twice a day.
Right.
Like you gotta.
Yeah.
There are like 4 bottles of like Fast Orange hand cleaner in my shower that I use as body wash.
Get you some fucking like Gojo in there.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
That orange pumice shit.
Yeah. You feel all, like the bees.
All in my left foot and then just.
No, I love that shit.
Yeah.
Shop class, bro. I would like
Bro,
go there
it's-
and wash my hands specifically for that Gojo because it smelled
Yeah.
delicious and like
Cherry Gojo, baby. You can buy that shit. You can buy like a big like pump tub of it for like
I wouldn't
$7
feel,
or $8.
I wouldn't feel right having fucking
No, if you
goddamn
use
shop Gojo in my goddamn house for like hand soap, bro. Like,
Well, I didn't even for hand soap, but I do pretty much I use it as body wash, and it's like exfoliating because it's no shit. It's actually really good. It's a lot of dead skin.
Oh, shit.
Obviously, yeah.
oh yeah,
This skin's nice.
nice and smooth.
Yeah, Buffalo Bob would have killed me and skinned me and wore me around the house like a trench coat with his wiener tucked in like a lady.
And on that note,
We're gonna end it.